Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Roll for Damage, where a group of us geeky friends decided to get together and showcase our storytelling through Dungeons and Dragons for all of the interwebs. We don't have any announcements today, so I think we can just jump right into our session from where we left off last week, which was a bit exciting, and see what happens on tonight's session of Roll for Damage.
Shoosh.
All right. So, let's put some music on. All right. So,
Let's do this.
last time we left off, the Shields of Twilight had finished their time in the desert, heading back towards the city of Zarithamar. They realized that there were plots beyond what they had initially set out to complete happening out of their control, and knew that they had a journey to make down towards the Cursed Wasteland to meet with some of Perry's people. Coming back to the city, they wanted to stock up on items, but on the way, Quinn received a vision of some sort, pointing him in a direction. As they entered the town, as they entered the city, they were approached, or actually heard, a man requesting help for a large sum of money to find his missing son, who had disappeared the night prior, and who the guards had deemed was just missing, had just snuck out at night, and would likely be back sometime soon. The group, deciding to learn more about what had occurred, chose to take the job, but first wanted to clean up a little before heading out to investigate. They spent some time at a bathhouse cleaning themselves off from the grime of the desert before making their way towards the large manor of Jared Fraser, one of the sort of families who distributed and had farms for like fruits and various foodstuffs, vegetables for the city. They entered the home and did a bit of sleuthing, finding some purple powder, strangely having a slight but very minimal magical essence to it, as well as some footprints and noticing that the window broken into was done very professionally, almost as if to leave no trace. They managed to see that Callahan, Jared's son, was likely taken over the western wall of the home and dragged out somewhere into the city. They were unable to follow any further. But they had been given clues about various places that they could potentially find more information. The group then decided to go to a tavern that Callahan and his boyfriend, Saphir, frequented, managing to meet up with Saphir and ask him a few questions, learning that this purple substance was a new drug on the market called Sanguine Dreams, and that it provided hallucinatory properties and a feeling of euphoria. And that he had introduced Callahan to the drug, and he had begun distributing it on the streets. After speaking with him, they learned of where he had initially purchased it in the first place, a market square to the north, I think west, I said, of town? No, north of town, I believe, north of the Shaded Valley, that they could potentially find there, but he didn't know his name. He just knew that that's where he had picked up, and because of Callahan, he hadn't needed to do something. The group decided to purchase some from, or Altaim decided to purchase some Sanguine Dreams from Saphir, because the group had already given a sample, the sample that they had found in the room, to an alchemist to potentially distill to try and figure out what was the makeup of this drug. They then made their way out of the tavern, having a conversation and deciding as the night got later and later if they would meet this man this evening. And that is where we pick up. So, Shields of Twilight, you are heading to the north of the Shaded Valley. Is there anything you would like to do on the way? It is about 9:30, 10 o'clock at this point.
I took my armor off, right? So I look like I'm dressed a little bit normaler.
I believe you. Yeah, you said that you took it off and put it away or put it in the bag of holding, whatever you did. Yeah. I believe Orianna also put her weapon away.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I'll just say, do people like you know how sometimes kind of like in desert places, like they wear normal clothes, like merchants will wear normal clothes, but they might have like a sword on their kit. That
generally most people in the city do not wear weapons unless they're like guards, like bodyguard security, the Amber Garrison, those kinds of things. Generally the normal person, like when you met Jared and when you met Saphir and things like that, they are all like weapons. At least that you can see.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I'll probably hand my sword over to someone once we get closer.
So, you continue towards the market square, and you make it there. It is getting fairly quiet at this point. Most businesses are closing up. You see a few sort of in the center, a few like stalls that are now being like tied up and sort of locked up and put away. And like in the middle of the square, and then you see like sort of like a roadway that goes sort of in a rectangle around this area, and then there are various businesses sort of facing inward toward the square on various sides before it kind of like the road continues going east and west on either side and north and south. There are a few sort of as you take sort of a walk around, there are a few like alleyways between some of the buildings and stuff like that. You do see a few people out and about. Like I said, a few of the merchants are still, cleaning up for the night, putting away their wares. So what are you doing?
You reckon like Orianna had something to say?
Yeah, as we're kind of like approaching this, are we absolutely sure that this is the only method that will result in success?
There's always 2 ways to crack a coconut.
I mean, I'm not too fond of the idea.
I mean,
but
kind of weird that you say that because we have a similar saying in Riverrun. But there's more than one way to skin an owlbear, which kind of, now that I think about it, kind of says a lot about my culture.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this idea of buying drugs. I mean,
Well,
It
not buying.
Seems like
I already
a
bought
long
drugs,
shot and
buying
not
more.
really worth the effort, but
now my suggestion is that we maybe find this guy and follow him.
All right.
Or at least find him and see if he knows anything.
Or,
That's-
casually
that's
walk
the-
up and say, we're looking for our friend Callahan, and we heard you knew him.
Yes, we're sending the most persuasive people up to do the talking.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
if we
obviously.
and if we don't want to talk, go plain Z.
And as long as we are not actively committing a crime, I'm okay with this plan.
Okay,
We're
Understand.
wandering vigilantes. I think most of
Understand.
what we do is considered criminal in some
we've
places.
committed, by my count, multiple fucking crimes.
You
Is buying
have.
drugs crime?
Yes.
It's only-
Possibly.
The
Well,
only,
no, probably, maybe not in this city. I don't know, man.
Oh, well, yeah, I definitely broke the law.
Yeah, being blue was a crime in that other city.
That-
Considering the fact that Sophia presented talking about such a item of procurement in a very hushed tone and did not want to proclaim it from the mountaintops, as they say, I don't think this is necessarily legal. Perhaps this specific drug does not have a specific law attached to it, but I do not think that illicit substances are legal.
Probably not.
Well, by
But,
nature of the word illicit,
Yeah.
but
Drugs and such, I mean.
Yeah. It's only illegal if you're caught. Understand that, Orianna.
no,
Okay,
no,
no one here is gonna snitch on us unless you're saying you're gonna snitch on us.
The last time we got any kind of close to breaking the law, we got arrested.
we blew a house down, or
yeah, we
We blew out
got
a wall.
arrested because we blew
And they got-
decided
and they
to
got
build
framed.
them out.
yeah.
And yeah, Dobbie's right. I mean, now I'm not saying that we should just run naked through the streets committing crimes. However,
If it makes you
Very
feel better,
uncomfortable.
if it really makes you feel better, okay, you could stick off to the side. Me and Ball can buy the drugs, and then me and him are committing the crime.
I just
Okay.
don't see why we need to commit a crime at all.
I've already
If you don't want to be
committed
involved, then you could
5
just stay on the
minutes ago.
side, and then me and Ball can be involved. We don't care.
okay,
Also, we don't have to actually buy any drugs. We just need to talk to the person. That's
That's
not
what-
illegal.
Buying the
Yeah, I
drugs
wasn't
allows
saying
him
we
to
buy
start
more
talking.
drugs,
Yeah. We don't have to buy the drugs, but we look super shady if we're like, hey,
Tell us
do you
your
know anything
place.
about Callahan?
Yeah, and then
I
not
would
do
rather
the
look
drugs.
shady to a criminal than look shady to a lawman.
Okay.
Then that is bad. Okay, criminals
if he
would
doesn't trust us, he's not going to answer any questions.
Exactly.
Even I know that much. Now, I'm not saying that I am a pro purchasing this drug. I am saying, however, that talking to him, even implying that we might purchase his wares, might open the door. also just being like, hey, my friend is missing. I heard he was your friend too. Might work. I don't know. I do know that if we don't do something, we will have given his father false hope, and I cannot bear that.
As a person that did do illicit activities and was technically labeled a criminal, I do say lying to this guy and allowing him to get his guard off allows us to get more information out of him. Just saying, it's a lot
And
easier.
that was my point about implying
Yeah.
that we might purchase his wares.
Exactly. Especially now since we can't do Plan Z because no one wants to do Plan Z. Okay.
Plan Z is
That's the last resort.
And Plan Z is.
I've
just
lost complete track
causes-
over this.
I think Plan Z for W is usually cause as much pain as possible until someone just cracks.
Yeah, but cutting the fingers off.
we're not removing any fingers.
No, thank you.
Then we just beat him with oranges, okay?
Where are you going
have
to get
oranges?
oranges in the middle of a desert?
Have these. I'll
Why
hold
is
up
it oranges?
my last two fruits.
Don't help him.
Are these fruits like are these peeled
The
fruits?
spiky mangoes, aren't they?
Are they the
The
mangoes?
kikwash fruits that I had. I have two more, I believe.
Oh, those are the spiky ones, right?
No, they're not spiky. They're like
They're the furry
kiwi.
ones?
They're like kiwi on the outside.
Oh yeah, no, that could work. Okay, that's not gonna leave any.
And I mean,
bruises.
with how long I've had them, they're probably a little
Wait,
bit
but-
starting to turn. too.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
why?
no.
But why are we doing fruit? That's
Actually,
What
they're
is this all?
probably at this point when do you pull them out of your pack?
Yeah, I
they're
was
probably-
going to hold it up.
They kind of squish in your hand.
Oh, they're jam.
Okay.
They're
Um,
jam.
Yeah.
Well,
You were in the very, very hot desert for quite a few
Yeah.
days. You
Yeah.
actually have a place.
They turn.
scratch that.
Okay.
Well, I had these. I guess I'll take the others and just like put them out of the bag.
Okay.
Just dump them on the side.
just,
It's
hey, it's
water.
biodegradable. You know.
So you can find a garbage probably.
Question: are they still edible?
No.
You don't know.
I
Do you
mean,
want one?
Please don't.
Too
I
gold
mean-
to eat
Can I
it.
sniff that?
Dobbie's about to get high on
You can't smell.
No.
on fermented fruit.
You can't really
Google.
smell much of
Stop it.
anything.
Stop it.
You know.
Stop
it's-
Can I lick this fruit? Can I just lick
Yeah,
this
go
fruit?
ahead.
Oh,
So
God.
you take
Okay,
one.
two
from
gold.
Give you an extra.
Cindric,
Two gold.
I'll give you an
I-
extra gold if you eat it.
You open
I
it,
quit.
and
Oh.
you-
Right. Let's do this.
all right. So you take it out and you
Is-
peel it open and you taste some of it. It is sour,
Okay.
a little like jellified, like gelatinous.
Okay. Okay.
Does not have the nicest texture
Okay.
and
Like snot.
burns your stomach a little bit, but you only like licked it. You didn't like eat a whole bunch of it. It doesn't smell like nasty,
Mm.
but it doesn't like taste or smell like a nice ripe fruit.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, how many times do I have to tell you, Cindric? Never waste food. Okay. You don't
Are you
eat
gonna
this
eat
later.
Two gold if you eat it.
If I eat it,
Now,
Throw in a
Two
third
gold.
if you eat the whole thing.
Dobby. Now, my mama used to use like the fruit that had been bruised to make like really good jam, but we don't ever eat spoiled fruit.
I pull out 2 gold. 2 gold.
You gonna do it?
Make it
I'll
make it
match
four.
his.
Mom.
Make it 4.
I'll match his
Yeah,
too, so
Cindric
it'll be
fat
4
matches,
total.
It's 4 gold.
Oh.
Okay, he eats the fruit. Dobby, make a Constitution save for me, please.
Oh, he's gonna fucking.
He's gonna
I
bomb.
would like to say I am outside
I'm
of
stepping
melee
back,
range.
Yeah,
stepping
I'm
away.
stepping way back away from him.
15 foot away.
Oh, here. Oh, that was weird. That did.
Why did it roll
Natural
like
20.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it from the page. Do you just want me to do it from the regular?
No, I mean it's your
That's fine.
Constitution save is a +2, right?
Yeah, it is.
So you got a natural 20.
Totally.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you eat it. It goes down. Kind of strange.
Oh
Not
yeah.
exactly super appetizing, but
Oh,
takes
I
it like a
kind
champ.
of.
Oof.
And he holds out his hand.
I was like, should I use this this artifact weapon that was given to me to make him feel this safe.
Oh, I hate
Oh,
you so much if you
Like,
did.
That's a
You
bad idea.
bastard.
That's a bad idea.
It would have been funny.
That would have
Oh
been funny.
my
That's a bad
God.
idea.
So you both hand over your 2 gold to Dobbie as he
Yep.
throws
Worth
the
it.
peel
Yeah.
away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sinric,
2 gold
please-
richer, baby.
Sinric, please throw the rest of that away.
4 gold. Oh shit, yeah, 4 gold, yeah.
I'll just
Very well
toss them
played.
over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said they don't smell bad, so I'm not too worried about it.
That's 24.
Not yet.
And by then we'll be gone. So
So, what was the plan again? I'm sorry.
Go find this person, see if they know anything. Try to do it without having to actually buy drugs,
Yeah, no,
and go from there.
okay, but we're not all going to talk to this guy, right? Like, I'm
No,
supposed
no,
to-
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm
Sure.
gonna stay in the shadows.
Okay, cool.
it maybe for future reference, let's just stop referring to it as buying drugs. I mean, we don't sound the most reputable
Okay,
amongst
then what are we
that
supposed to say?
community.
Buying puppies?
No, maybe just say talk to the individual.
Yeah.
Okay, this-
I mean, you've lived in Dash for how long? I mean, a person going around saying, "Hey, you got any drugs?" That seems kind of suspect. No.
I mean, it depends. Sometimes you just want to know if, hey, you trying to buy some drugs?
Alright, so
Out of character,
Well,
how many times has Dobbie walked in the shop and just basically said, "Pardon me, merchant,
I
I'd like
burn
to
out
purchase
someone's
your
asshole?"
finest drugs."
Yeah,
Right?
dude.
Can I
And
use
or
acid
acid.
to
And
burn
Have
someone's
you not
explosives.
seen the way
asshole?
Dobby asks these questions? Come on, man.
Pardon me, I would like one
Yes.
drug.
Surprised you're still alive, to be honest.
I
mean,
so
your
you
life
guys
is
just-
like
One
a
butt
fluke at
acid,
this point.
please.
So who's gonna be talking to the guy? Exactly.
So Baltheim and
Not
myself will be talking to the procurer of fine chemicals.
Okay, cool.
Drugs.
So the rest of us are gonna be chilling in the shadows. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay, let's do
Okay,
it.
You could
Just
sell
make
this
sure
as
that
you're
you are
together and looking for something recreational.
Well, that's the idea, but just make sure you are within 120 feet, and I can call for backup if it is needed.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we
we don't
wouldn't go
even
far.
need to be 120 feet. I could bend the shadows. We could just hide in the shadows.
DM,
Just don't be
Shadows.
more than 120 feet away from me.
Yes. Very.
Okay.
has it been long enough? Did I get a short rest
No, you did not.
since the
You've been
investigation, or have we been
constantly-
too active?
You've been constantly moving.
Okay,
That
that's
makes
fine.
sense.
I just wanted to make sure.
You've been constantly walking around the town and talking to people. and
Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to check.
Man,
Yep.
it's like what you said, 9, 10.
At 9:30, 10.
I mean, you could take a short rest. Drug dealers tend to not, my personal experience, drug dealers don't tend to be like the crack of night. They're like,
Well, it's past the crack of night. I mean, it's
Yeah,
already
it's
been dark
almost
for a
10,
while.
Fairly late.
so
10.
it's late.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
fine.
come on.
I would
I
say we're
just
probably
won't
drug
wait.
Drug dealers aren't
Yeah.
staying out that late. Okay, come
Which
on, man.
FYI, drugs can be bought at any time of the
yeah,
day.
drug, some
Yeah.
you're like, 4 a.m.
I don't know how many of you have actually bought drugs before,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
but-
it's
hopefully there are
A
no
lot of it is
cops minus Jay
not
watching
as,
this. But
you know-
I bought drugs before.
Yeah.
You can get it any time.
It's
I
usually
mean, I've
not
seen
as
it done. You don't have to be at midnight.
It doesn't, but usually
The
there are more.
clandestine, like, ooh,
They're more up.
sure
at midnight.
happens at night, but
I mean,
It's
there's
also
literally-
not as like
these days.
you know,
There's literally weed to go. You can get someone to
Yeah.
deliver weed
Yeah.
to your door.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
what
No.
an age in which we live.
I know,
Uber
right?
weed.
Like, hey, you can buy it on. I can literally buy it online, and the Canadian
yeah,
government
you're-
will deliver it to me. So what
Canada.
the fuck? you know?
This really makes me miss
Fucking
college.
Canada, man. God, you gotta love it.
oh man.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, back to D&D instead of talking about how we own
Man,
Canada
you can take a
get real
short rest.
baked.
if you
Oriana's
feel like you
gonna
need
go
it.
like down an alley and like make sure there's nobody there and like put on some of her finer clothes.
Okay. So you
Okay.
head down an alley. Make a perception check.
Oh, let's see how
I
this
mean, I
goes.
assume somebody would come with me to make sure it was safe, but
You didn't
okay.
You didn't
say-
say.
You didn't ask.
Oriana's gonna go.
I mean,
Yeah,
you guys
dude.
see Oriana walk off, but
I mean, I'm not
Go
going.
down an
You're
alley.
kind of prudish about dressing.
but yeah, just
Yeah.
You don't know that.
Yes,
Almost
you
She
do.
doesn't
It's
go.
not real-
What I will say is she
On-
does.
only-
she goes
only
off.
Perry
Only
and
knows.
Perry
turns-
knows. Only Perry
She
knows
goes
that.
off and turns down an alley. But it's not.
She
really
would say,
far
"I'm
away.
going to change," and she would say, "I'm going to change into
But you're not
nicer
very far
clothes to
away.
tell
If
the
she
story."
screamed or anything like that, you'd be able to hear her say that.
All right, perception check. 19.
Yeah, you look either direction. Seems pretty quiet.
God, dude, I really wanted a guy.
So
pissing
you-
And I'm not like stripping down. I'm just like I'm taking off some of the outer layers and putting on like finer clothes over them.
That's
Okay.
gonna be hot.
Are you putting on finer
Maybe, like,
clothes over top of your armor?
No, I already took the armor off.
Okay, so this is just your clothes. Okay, so you're just
Yeah.
wearing your. Got it. Okay, yep. You put on your finer, more noble-ish clothes, and you come back out. So maybe
And then
like
I'll
five
walk over.
minutes or so.
Yeah, I'll walk over to Baltaim and just be like, "Fella, are you ready?"
Suppose, what's our story out, I guess. We kind of just.
Ooh, I got one. Okay, let's go with this scenario.
Oh no.
Okay,
No,
Orianna,
no,
you're
no,
Penelope,
no.
Penelope
No,
Mongols.
nine.
Stop.
Nine,
Okay.
nine.
And then Baltaim, you're Duke. Okay, and both of you.
Wait. The Duke.
First off,
The Duke. Yeah.
Please proceed.
How well dressed is Baltaim right now?
I mean,
I'm
he
wearing,
looks like
like,
himself without his armor.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, but is he wearing like traveler's clothes?
Yes.
I'm
Fine
wearing the
clothes?
clothes
What
we
is he
bought.
wearing?
Yeah,
Literally the
fine
clothes that you
we
bought
here.
in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
The traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does-
Okay.
That's why I
Let
said
me rephrase
the
the
does
Duke.
not
question.
look like a noble.
Does-
No,
Yeah, that's
No.
what I was going for.
That's
Well,
why I
that's-
added the.
you are the
Duke
only
can
one
mean a
right
lot
now
of
that
things.
looks noble.
Exactly.
As
Yeah.
You've been
Okay.
traveling with this group, you know that not a single. one
Although
of
I
them
do have
I know.
fine clothes, so I could put those on. But
Yeah,
those
you
are
can put on
probably
finer clothes.
Okay, yeah. So
Those are
you,
fine clothes, probably
Are you
from
gonna go
Ageria,
change?
right?
Are you gonna change or no?
They will
I
be fine
guess.
clothes, not from this area, like similar
Yeah,
to
be fine clothes from,
Orianna's.
like-
Orianna's
Ooh.
are very like much heavier,
Yeah.
and like of a heavier material and stuff like that. But
I mean, it's
and a
like
different
9,
style.
10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. You're not going to get exhausted or anything like that.
Yeah, no,
it's
you're
cool
fine,
enough
but
now. It
still.
actually gets quite
Yeah.
cool in the desert. But all I'm saying is, it's not the same style as Erythamar. Is all. That's all.
Yeah, you're gonna stand out.
You're gonna look
That's
like
fine.
out of town tourists.
Yeah.
That's
no,
fine.
no,
We
no,
can
no,
sell
this
it
fits
as
my plan. This fits my plan.
we can sell it
okay?
as part of the bid.
So, Baltaim,
Okay,
are
so
you
yeah.
going off to change as well?
Sure, if that's what everyone's
Okay.
like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, so you go down the same alley. I'll say you already know that it was uninhabited before. You take a brief look. There's no one there. You take your time, change, come back. 5 minutes later, you have much finer clothes on.
Okay, so plan the Duke. Okay, you met Penelope at this fancy schmancy party. Okay, but it was too
Oh, no,
stuffy for you
no, no.
because
Okay,
you're
this
the
is already
Duke.
getting a little
And
bit
you don't like
complicated.
that shit, okay? So then you're like, hey, Penelope, I know a guy who knows a guy who's this new drug on the streets. You want to get high and start doing some things? And then she's like, oh yeah, we can do that, definitely, yeah, because I'm Penelope. I'm just this little, horn girl who just does do,
First-
I just want to
first
experience
off-
the world and everything,
Well, okay. First, I'm not as good as lying.
I
in my
wish-
team. So the more simple the story, the better I could probably keep up.
I have a
I
very
think I have
simple
something.
story.
The
I have
idea
something.
that they're
I have a
together
very
and
simple
looking for
story.
something recreational.
I have a very simple story. Baltaim. You're Axel. My boyfriend. We are from
Okay.
abroad. My name is Helena. We are in town after long travel, and we are curious about having a good time, quote unquote.
How about option 3? Pardon me, Mr. Dealer of Illicit Substances. I would like to get super baked. How can you assist with this?
See, that's why we're not doing that.
Yo, I'm trying to get like really high, man. How do I?
See, that's better than my story. Okay, wow, really stifling my creative genius here.
What do you think about it?
Creative genius.
Okay. I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea. Just maybe we could throw in geez, I forgot their name. What's going on?
You can throw in the names that we heard from friends of ours.
Jared and Garrett and Melissa. Maybe we're friends of theirs.
Maybe not. Maybe not the mother and father. Maybe the son.
Son Callahan. Oh, all right. Well, we are
Yeah,
friends
you
with the
heard-
family.
You heard from Callahan and Saphir that these substances were great.
For you.
That they heightened the moment. or something like that. We will use what seems right in the moment. We do not want to overplan this.
No,
Simple
absolutely
plan.
not.
Helena and Axel. In from out of town. Heard from our friends Callahan and Saphir. So on and so forth.
Alright, sounds
Don't worry,
simple
Dobbie. Next
enough.
time you can be the Duke.
I'm always the dope bitch.
Did you just say you were the Duke's bitch?
Oh, no,
That's what I heard. That is exactly what I heard.
Stop twisting my words. You know what I
Okay,
said?
okay.
I'm sorry, I really wasn't paying that much attention.
Okay. Let's do
I'm
this.
gonna-
We're gonna do this.
I'm going to take
Getting
Baltaim's hand and kind of like put my arm around him like a like. I don't
like
know.
you're going for a stroll.
Oh, what,
in the
social
evening.
Yeah.
light?
Sure.
Yeah.
If you're
Okay.
So,
supposed to be
so the,
lovers,
the socialite strolling through. Oh, look
Got
at the
it.
commoners.
Yeah, no, you need to grab each other's asses, okay? This will be lovers, not courting each other. Fucking. So what's baby time? Fucking babies.
Dobby, you understand the back alleys and the common folk fairly well. I will give you that. You are much more knowledgeable about
Yeah,
this
so
stuff
grab
than I
his
am.
ass.
Can I just take the like
But
the,
I understand the look. we
the
are
hilt
going
of my
for
sword
here.
and just kind of like boop Dobbie in the forehead, just like back
Yep.
away.
He's
Oh,
yes.
oh, why you
Boop him.
doing, Apple? You got my head.
Got booped.
When he,
He done
when he
got
hits him in the head, does it sound like he?
No, he doesn't
a
hit
ripe
him.
Melon?
He literally
Oh.
just
I just
like
boop him.
pokes him.
Like, boop.
Oh, okay.
You know, I got a sensitive head, you know? It's the
My
money.
apologies.
It's the money maker,
Yeah.
okay? You can't ruin
You're
that.
just
Why
What's the
do you
money maker?
continually headbutt people into the balls?
you're being a little bit extra, as they say.
A little bit.
Okay, y'all, can we like do this thing if we're gonna do
Yes,
it?
yes.
About 10:30 at this point.
Yeah,
Yep,
the
yep,
more
yep.
we talk, the later it gets, and
So I'll put my arm through Baltaim's. Very socialite. Axel, dear, let us go.
Yes, Helena. I'm not good with accents.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Need
guys
to do
begin
an accent,
walking.
dear. We're just walking around.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast.
Where are you guys going?
Well, I'm
rest
casting.
of
I'm
you.
using 2 of my monk points to
Yeah,
cast.
key points, yeah.
Key points to
Monk
cast Pass
points.
Without Trace.
Okay,
Yeah.
you cast Pass Without Trace. Where are the
Yeah.
rest of you gonna be?
I'm gonna stay close to Dobbie so I
Yeah,
can.
yeah, I know, but I'm
Yeah,
saying as a group, where are you gonna be?
How far
I'm
you
gonna-
traveling,
Okay, I mean,
so.
quick question. Is it
The
is it-
square, probably about 80 by 100.
so are roofs traversable? Like, can we traverse via the
Oh
roof
my
or
God.
no?
I mean, you
No,
can get there,
You
but
can get up there, but we can't.
Not
Dolly.
really.
Can we travel by road?
I might have to throw you from roof to roof.
Like
I
there
mean,
are pretty tall.
We don't
buildings
need to
here.
be
not,
on
not
the
tall,
roof.
but like maybe there are some that are a couple of stories, some that are single story.
Okay.
But it
I got
doesn't
the
look
plan.
like there's easy ways to get up though. There's not like ladders that are like leading up to roofs.
But there's still a lot of alleyways, right? Though, right?
There are
We'll just-
alleyways, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll just sneak into the alleyways. Boom.
Okay, so what alley are you doing? The one that Baltaim and Orianna just used to change?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys sneak
sounds
to
fine.
the mouth of the alley there, and
Mhm.
are gonna stay stealth. Correct?
yeah, as long as that alley has a good view of the square, then I would figure we just stay
I mean, it has
there.
it
keep
has
an eye
a
where
good
they're
view
going.
of this side of the square. Like I said, there
Yeah.
are like as you're looking out into this square where you are, you'd be
Mhm.
on the southern side of the square. You can see majority of the southern side of the square and a little bit of the east and western sides. But then, like in front of you is like an area, like I said, where a bunch of stalls are set up that are now closed up and tied away. So you can't see to the other side of. You won't be able to see the other side of the square. And,
Okay.
And you'll only be able to see maybe the corners of both the eastern and western sides from where you are.
Okay.
And I'll say
Is-
Baltaim and Orianna are walking probably. I'll say to the western side and gonna have to.
Okay, is there an alley that we could get to that would allow us to have a clear line of sight on them?
You'd have to move with them
Okay.
because eventually they would go out of your sight.
So you guys have to go like alley to alley kind of thing.
Like right
Okay.
now, you can see them until they get far enough away and turn up to the western side. That they go past like the edge of a stall. that
Okay.
is part of the center of the-
I mean, it's night. There's shadows everywhere. We can easily follow them.
As long as you guys are within 120 feet, we're fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
We're gonna
right
like
now, I'll
Scooby
say
Doo
you're
this
starting
crap
in
from
the
alley
alley.
to alley.
I'll say you're starting in the alley as you kind of as you're watching. So give me a group stealth.
Oh
Sick.
boy.
Oh,
Plus 10.
You're, yep.
Oh, Axel, you're so funny.
Natural 20
Ooh,
for
natural
That's
a
okay.
33.
Natural 1.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
And I'm rolling at disadvantage.
Yep, you still have your
'cause,
armor on.
Clank, clank, clank.
But
Steve.
I mean, that's still a 7
It's still
plus a 10.
It's still a natural
Ooh.
one.
4.
That's a 14.
14
I know.
and 22.
And 22. Okay.
I
Um,
am stealthier than Dobbie.
So as you're sitting there, you feel like you're okay. Sinric like trips a bit. Quinn makes
All the
a bit of
weapons
noise,
I have.
but you're sitting in the alley, and you feel like perhaps no one will see you. Orianna and Baltaim, you start walking to the west. Make a perception check.
Both of us or one of us together or what?
It's up to you. No one can make it with advantage, or both?
I'll let you take this with advantage, Oriana. I'm not that good at perception, so.
Alrighty. 13.
Okay, you look around. You see a couple of people. The last few people just closing up their shops as they start to walk away. You see a couple of people kind of just strolling the streets, maybe heading back to their homes or on their way to a tavern or wherever. You see a couple of people kind of like just leaning against buildings. See sort of one man kind of like leaning on the sort of like the southwestern one of the southwestern buildings, kind of just watching people as they walk by. Doesn't look like anything. He's got normal clothes on. Bearded fellow, maybe like sort of longer hair in the front, and he's kind of just kind of having a smoke, leaning against the building. Another one is further up the way. You see another person kind of looks to be looking out, maybe waiting for someone. It's another man, maybe a bit older, clean shaven, light skin, looks to be half elven, has sort of shorter cropped hair, dressed also fairly normally, just like common clothes. Seems to be keeping an eye out for something, like looks up and like over every all you see.
It's striking me that I don't think we ever got a description or a name
No,
for
we
this person.
No, you didn't.
Sure didn't. Thoughts we should have had before
I
this
think
point.
he said he wasn't
Alright.
gonna tell us though.
Um,
Maybe it's an axe, I don't know.
How far apart are those two people that you said were leaning
One's
against
at like the
walls?
southwest sort of portion of the square. The other is further up, closer to like the northwest.
Okay. I'll like guide Baltaim while making it look like he's guiding me in a way.
Mhm.
Towards the southwest, and just as we're approaching the first guy, I'm just gonna mention Callahan said that they would be around here somewhere. Like the not trying to be obviously loud, but like loud enough that the guy should hear.
Okay.
He said something about enhancing the experience.
No reaction from the guy.
No reaction.
Okay. I'll keep going to the guy at the northwest corner then. Just make it look like we're kind of rounding the square in a way.
Okay. Make a perception check.
I don't know why I went looking for my actual dice. Oh, perception check. Dice. Oh god, 9.
You start to walk towards the northwest corner. The rest of you, Baltaim and Orianna, are now getting out of your view as they're heading up further up the square.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a perception check. One of you with advantage. Or actually, who is at sort of like the edge of the alleyway? Because it's probably about a 10-foot wide alleyway.
Honestly, I would say probably.
be.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably Perry because
she's the most
crushed
observant.
it on stealth,
Okay.
and she's super observant.
Okay. So I'll just say, Perry. Actually, you don't even need to roll with your just observant nature. As they walk away, you weren't able to hear what they said. They were much too far from you to hear. And she's not like yelling and screaming. She was just talking gently. But you do see, as they continue up, the man with the cigarette throw it on the ground, stamp it out, and walk away down the street.
Okay, I didn't catch the last thing you just said, like the very end of it.
You see the man like throw his cigarette to the ground, stamp it out, and then walk down the western street, the main street, away from the square.
Okay. So
But that's all you see.
yeah. So as they walked by, there was a man with a cigarette, and he like tossed it to the ground and stamped it out, which is rude and bad for the environment. But then he walked down the western side of the street.
He walked away from us, away from the direction we were
He
walking.
literally just threw his like cigarette. You didn't see this because you're too busy like focusing on the next guy. But Perry sees this, and he just casually does it. But he leaves.
And he did it literally right after they walked by, and we're like, I wonder where the man Callahan recommended was.
You didn't hear them say anything.
No, I know I didn't. I'm just.
But they said that, and once they were out of your vision, and probably like closer to the next person down the street, he finished looked like he finished his smoke, threw it on the ground, stamped it out, and then.
Okay.
Dobbie, could it be that our friends are not very good at this, and we just saw the guy go away?
That's entirely possible. Your mic's up, Jay. It's
You're
literally
muted.
above your head.
All right, could we hear what Orianna said?
No,
No.
Not at
They
all.
were like,
Only Perry did.
like it's. I told you,
I
it's like
didn't
about
hear-
it's about 100
I didn't hear
feet
anything.
by 80 feet. You're in the sort of like the southern, southeastern sort of like southern portion. They're probably like 80 feet off in the distance as you're like watching them, and then they go around the corner. And the reason Harry didn't hear them and wasn't able to read their lips is because their backs were turned to you. So she wouldn't have been able to see exactly what Orianna said. But as they moved off, because Harry's just very good at like noticing things, she noticed that as they walked off, he threw like it didn't seem like he was hurried. It didn't seem like he was like he didn't look back at them or anything like that. All he did was finished his smoke, threw it on the ground, stomped it out, walked down the western street.
God, they are fucking bad.
They are out of your view now. So what are you guys doing?
Okay, what are we gonna do? He's walking away. He's walking away from them. Well, fuck.
Are we sure that might be him?
Only one way to find out, I suppose.
I can't insight it, can I?
Because you don't really know.
You're far away.
Okay,
you definitely don't.
Yeah.
And
the reason she
you
got
said
it is because her passive is so high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my passive's 22. I'm observant.
She's just really noticed that. Like, you don't know if it's strange or weird, but it's just he was there, kind of like leaning against the wall, smoking, and then kind of they walked by and he left.
But he wasn't the only guy in that area.
You can't see another one against the, like, you've seen a couple people, like, there are other people, not a lot, maybe like one or two every few minutes or so walking
But
by,
he was the only one that was situated.
kind of like leaning
in one
against the
area.
wall, like smoking,
Yeah.
you know, like chilling. And then he tossed the cigarette away and walked, that you could see. They see
Yeah.
another person who's kind of looking for someone on the other
Okay.
side, but you can't see them because they're out of your visual range.
Shit. Okay. Fuck.
I mean,
I'm gonna follow that guy. We need to follow that guy.
okay,
But
do you
someone
want...
needs to stay here.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm talking to. Okay, I know you guys don't want to split up or whatever.
He's
for-
walking
for- for-
away. He's like now like.
Okay,
45
me and Perry, we gotta go. We gotta go. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Quinn, Sinric.
6
Shit
feet
goes.
away.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
If we can't meet back here, we're gonna meet back over at the end. Okay. Boom.
All right.
And
let's go,
Dobbie's
let's
just running in the shadows.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
you're not
keeping up with
running in the shadows. You're stealthing,
Okay.
right? Because
Stealthing in the
otherwise
shadows.
You're not going to
Yeah.
stealth. Okay, so you're trying to follow him. He's about. He's not running or anything like that. He's just walking. He's at this point about 60 feet away from you. You're at half speed when you're stealthing, just to stay stealthy.
Yeah, and
He's
I would
not-
have to be in the lead because Dobby can't see in the dark.
Well, there's street lights.
Well-
you're in a town,
Okay.
so you're in a
Okay,
city.
okay.
There are street lights every so often. So when you
Okay.
point him out, Dobbie, you can clearly see this person.
Okay.
But you guys begin stealthing off after him. So go ahead and make stealth checks.
Question: there's street lights, but are there street light people?
You have to sing that because you're a bard.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
required.
Yeah, now I'm
Boom.
expecting some
Okay.
journey.
Yeah, from
So
now on, you are
38
expected to do journey
and-
covers.
Yeah,
Minus-
38 and 21.
21.
Pass without trace lasts an hour, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you begin following off after this person. What are Sinric and Quinn doing as they run out? You have
So,
no visual on
Anybody.
Yeah, you lose sight of as they go out and start
Okay.
to use the shadows. You lose sight of them.
I figure a couple
Is there a
of.
bench?
Oh,
Sorry, go on.
Well, no, I think we're kind of going in the same direction. I don't think a couple of, large armed gentlemen walking through a city would really get over much attention. If we just go out to where we can see people, like the direction the two that are really bad actors went, and the direction of the two that are pretty good clandestine following.
Okay. Yeah. So you walk out of the alley and continue down, sort of in the direction that Harry and Dobbie went off, but are just kind of casually walking. And you do get to the end of the square, where you can kind of look up and see Orianna and Baltaim. And Orianna and Baltaim, you are now at the northwest side of the square, coming upon this person who kind of is looking for someone.
Okay. As we're getting closer to him, I'll just kind of not really lay on the act, but just kind of Axel, Saphir said the man would be here.
Maybe he's running a little late. I don't know.
But I wanted more.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception.
I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Oh, dude, I'm
Yep.
done.
I just wanted to put that out there.
It's just a little bit salty there.
Orianna gets into character, all right?
There you go. That was
17.
the rules. That's the rules.
You look, you as you say this, you look over at this man, and he kind of sees you, but he kind of looks beyond you as if he's waiting for someone else.
So he's not reacting to the name.
He's
or
not
the...
reacting at all. He kind of just looks, and then after a moment, you see him, and he puts his hand up, and you look over, and you see a woman walking quickly.
And then, so under my breath, I'll just say, I think the first one was probably...
Let's see if we can turn back to look for him. I guess he's gone, right?
No. And I stop him from turning around.
I mean,
Okay.
Because I don't know he's not
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So yeah, she stops you.
Yeah, I'm half killed. I'm oh.
We'll make another track. We'll go back to where our friends are, and we'll see what options we have available.
You're very good at this. It's kind of scary.
And when they get back to where their friends are,
Yeah. So you
There's
continue
one
like
thing I
around.
understand, it's people.
You continue around sort of the other direction.
We'll make a full loop.
yeah.
You see another
And when
couple
we
of
get-
people every once in a while walking. You kind of turn back. You see that man with that woman. They kind of take hold of each other's hands and they walk off in another direction.
Oh, it's a midnight twist.
You see a couple of
It's about ceasing my stories.
you see a couple of merchants that just finalize their last few finishing touches on like closing up their stalls and begin walking off. That's pretty much all you see as you begin to come around. You guys watch them turn around the other direction in the square and continue on.
Okay.
You lost
I would
sight
wanna
of them.
Well, we're making
okay.
our way to them, I thought.
Well, are
We
you
don't
turning
know
right
that.
back around and going back
No,
down
we're
the
going-
same
No,
alley,
no,
or
we're making
That's
a
what I
full
mean.
loop
So
of
they-
the square.
they-
You're
Okay,
still-
okay, okay.
They're at the area where you first started, where the guy was. You went up and then turned down to come back around, so they lost sight of you. Now
It's like a
because
clock. They're like here. We're like up here.
Okay.
Now they can't see us.
Again, there are like stalls in the middle of
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
square, so you can't see through them. So
I
as soon as you
just
go
I
beyond
misinterpreted
those-
what you said.
Yeah. So you lose sight of them again as they continue walking down the other side. What are you guys? What are the two of you doing?
I mean, I would want to stay basically as close to the alley where the others disappeared as we can, because at this point,
So are you following
there
them because
anybody else in the
they're
direction?
way ahead? They're like almost out of your vision. Well, actually, you can't see them, and
right?
make a perception check.
Sure. Perception. Not garbage at that. It's 21.
You can just see that figure at the end of the street as he turns down another street.
Okay.
And he's now got to be like 150 feet.
So, might not be the best idea just to, follow them around like you're stalking some prey. Maybe a bench, sit down and have a wider observation.
Actually, we just need to stay as close as we can to where the others went, because we know that they're going to be circling back at some point. But the others went off. Lord knows where. We may need to try and gather up and all head in that direction at some point, sooner than later.
I mean, it would be easier if 2 people were tracking instead of 4 more that really are not suited for the task.
I'm not saying we take up the task of tracking. I'm just saying, in case we need to start running off in a direction, I'd like to stay as close as possible to the direction where we would need to run to get to the remainder of the group.
And I mean, is there like maybe a table or a bench or something like out towards like the courtyard area that
Not a
they
table,
were
but
in?
you can find a bench on the in the courtyard area near the stalls, on the southern side. You can see it from
So-
where you are now.
I'll just kind of point that out, and it's like, well, I mean, if we stay here, they're bound to come back this way, and we'll have advantage on everything, and we're just 2 idiots sitting on a bench.
It's fine.
Okay, so you guys head over there and sit down.
Yeah.
Question: does the dice set come with a cup?
What dice set? Oh, the one
Like
that you
Yahtzee?
get? No.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, if you want a cup, you can have one. Like, just,
Yeah,
if you
I-
want to have a cup with
There's
the
some
dice set.
change.
Well, no, I was just thinking, while we're there, instead of sitting there like idiots,
Like you're playing.
You want to
You're
play some
playing dice.
Yahtzee?
On the,
how about
on the
a
ground.
game of dice? We'll roll 3 dice and we'll call 50-50, odds even. We can do a copper apiece. Nothing high stakes, but it'll pass the time.
I don't actually think I have any copper on me. I think I converted everything to gold.
Well, then we could do gold apiece.
I'm too
And-
wealthy.
I've not had the best luck of the games a chance, so I think I'm alright.
Okay.
All right, so you guys sit down. Orianna, Baltaim, as you're walking around the square, go ahead and make a perception.
10.
Okay. Not a super hard to see. As you're walking by the eastern side, you do see a figure who kind of like is in the alley, kind of like looking out, and kind of goes, "Psst. Looking for a good time? You're out pretty late."
I'll look a little like surprised.
He's like
Excellent.
In fact, we were looking for a good time.
What you looking for?
So, and we're kind of like slinking a little bit closer, so we're kind of like not shouting or anything. Well, there's some new stuff I've heard through our travels. Some purple powder of some sort.
Actually, you don't even have to. When you say that, he just goes, I don't have any of that. Sell the normal stuff. Looking to have some fun. Yeah. Looking to have a little extra stamina with your lady. Can do that for you too.
Oh, that's so good,
Oh,
dude.
Axel, stamina!
Upper,
Oh,
downer.
The pills for the blue man.
You know, we can get you a dance on. We can probably give you some of that.
Not to offend you in any way, sir, but I was really hoping for some of that. Oh, Axel, what did Saphir call it?
It was Sanguine Dreams.
Don't have any of that fucking shit.
Oh, well. That's unfortunate.
Well, they're out. You'll make sure you continue on with you.
Right. Okay. Good luck. She like scoots off down the alleyway.
Oh my god.
He's like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, oh, I got that shit.
Dobby and Perry, you continue down the way again, staying you're about 60 feet from him, based on your speed and his. And at one point, he turns down the street southwise, off to another street, out of your vision for a moment.
Fuck. Okay. Boom. So he's
60
feet down.
feet from you. So as he gets to like the edge of this street, he turns down it and walks.
Shit.
Walks down.
Yeah.
And you are, you still have, you're maybe like 50 feet from where he's turned.
Fuck. Okay. So time wise, right? Estimations. So if we were to continue down the same pace that we're going down right now, he
would still be 60 feet from you.
60 feet from us.
potentially.
Okay. Shit. We gotta speed up, man. If we break,
It's up to you on if you're trying to catch up to him or if you're trying to follow him and like what you want to do. But yes, he's turned down a street and he's 60 feet from you. So
Why
Okay,
don't we keep following him if we can keep eyes on him? I mean, maybe he'll lead us to Callahan.
that's if this is the guy. Okay.
Okay.
Can you can't turn into a bird or anything, right? Like
No, I can't
something
fly.
conspicuous. Fuck.
Can't fly yet. Not strong enough.
are you still moving as you're having this conversation?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
still moving.
Yeah, we're still moving.
Yeah.
So make another stealth check as you're
Okay.
like still continuing. You're about to
Oh,
come sort of around the corner.
Okay, 20.
20, 22. As you turn the corner, you see the man again, as he's like at another street and he's taken out another cigarette and lit it up, and he's leaning against another building.
Oh shit! Boom. So I stop her real quick. And I'm looking
Uh-huh.
at this guy, and I'm just like, okay, he moved. He probably wasn't getting enough. How many people are in this area now? Is it more people than it was in that
No.
square?
There's, like,
no,
no
we're
one
in
there.
an alley.
No,
Oh,
you're
he's
not in
in
an
the
alley. You're down a street.
Oh,
Yeah, we're down
Full
the street.
You see a few people. You see a couple
Okay.
of guards that walk
Mhm.
by. You see a couple of people. But again, it's later at night, so it's mostly people going to and from like a tavern or restaurant or finishing up business and making their way through town, or the guards themselves. You don't really see a ton of.
Shit. Okay. So
Just
as
looks like
this
he's
is
casually, smoking.
smoking. Is he like looking at a watch or anything? Does he seem like he's waiting for someone? Can we insight that or? no?
Go ahead. You can make a perception.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Also, that's an 11.
Oh, that is a 4.
Ugh.
He's just smoking. He stopped. He leaned against the wall, pulled out another
Okay.
cigarette.
Shit. Oh fuck. Okay, I mean we can continue to follow this guy, but we're getting away and away from everybody else, or we can bite the bullet.
I mean,
One of
he
us can
has
go talk
just
to him.
Stopped. I mean, I'm not good with people. You know, I'm not good with people, Dobbie.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll bite the bullet. Okay, you got my back, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
Okay, cool.
Do you want me to
Oh.
hang back here?
Yeah, no. If something were to happen, you could just jump in, get the jump on him. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay. Dobbie's just like, come on, you've done this before. Okay. When was the last time you bought some drugs? Okay, yeah, also, well, you got shanked in the ass, but we're doing better now.
None
Okay,
of us are cool. Like none of us are cool at all.
We're a bunch of narcs.
Okay,
bunch
cool.
of narcs.
All right, cool.
Are you walking up to him with Pass Without Trace on?
No, I'm actually gonna give her my weapons, and I'm going to release Pass. If I release Pass Without Trace for me, does that release Pass Without Trace for
Yeah,
everybody
she
else?
has to
Yes.
be near
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
I have to
You
be
are the
next to you.
source.
Okay.
Okay.
So she'll just stealth right here, and then
I'll say
go
there's
in.
like a little alley off to the side. Period. that
Yeah,
you can kind of
okay,
pick
cool.
up.
Okay.
Boom.
And we'll use
Uh,
your current stealth for that one.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Don't
then you
lose the ladies.
Yeah, you give over your weapons, and
I start
you drop the
going.
spell.
Start going to this guy.
Okay, so you start
And-
walking over to him, and as you begin walking up to him, he notices you.
Can I
continue smoking.
act like Saphir? Like Saphir seemed like he was really tired, right? Can I pretend to kind of show that I
Sure, make a deception.
Okay, cool. That is an 8. Okay.
Okay. Am I close enough that I can read their lips, or would I have to get closer? If I can
No,
see
you're
them?
close. You're close enough. You're not.
Okay, because I want to be watching and making sure I know what's being
So,
said.
Dobby, you try to like act like lethargic and
Yeah.
and a little tired.
Oh.
What you remember from Saphir, and he looks over at you, and continues smoking a cigarette. Can I help you?
Yeah. I was wondering if you had some of that yayo, that nice purple.
You thought we were bad.
You were.
No, we were. We absolutely were.
Y'all were terrible.
You
But
can drop the act. You're terrible at it, but obviously someone has told you what's on the street. So
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, man. I've come here. I'm from Dash. I'm working. I'm looking to kind of move my
you're looking to
operation.
store.
Yeah, I'm with a group of people here. And we're looking to see if we can start bringing this to Dash.
oh my god.
Okay, I'm with a group of people. We're exporting, importing some stuff. You heard about the new guy on the streets, right? The new big boss,
What the big boss?
Butcher.
I have no fucking
Okay, well, he knows about the purple. Okay,
clue.
and he
He's
wants
your
to get.
boss?
He's my boss. Okay, and he wants the big shit to go into the Dash. He's been importing, exporting. but he wants to start seeing if he can start getting some good volume over the
Looks at you
dash.
for
You know?
a second. Make another deception.
Okay.
Boy.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Your boss is looking to distribute. I am not a distributor myself. I simply am given products. I sell it.
Okay, if you're willing, hook me up with a distributor, my man. I can cut you in. At least.
I'm already
Let's-
cutting on my side.
Yeah, but we're on my side. I can cut you in 3%.
That sounds reasonable. I can get you and your butcher a meeting. With
How soon as possible?
I have to take this back to
Okay.
them tomorrow, perhaps.
Same place?
I will meet you here and take you there.
Understood. I put out a hand, and I'm just like, appreciate working with business. We're about to be some rich people here.
I hope you are being straight. Otherwise, you're getting neck deep in very interesting business, but I think perhaps we can arrange something. And he puts his hand out and shakes yours. Then he takes a cigarette and continues smoking it and puts his hand in his pocket and begins walking off down the street.
Cool. I start going the opposite way towards Perry, like I'm walking, like I'm trying to go around the corner, and then I'm like, okay, holy shit, Perry, I just did it, my man. Whoo! Win for Dobbie.
Dobbie, did you find out about Callahan?
Okay, it's the guy. I think that Sophia was talking about.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
From what I'm hearing, not a lot of people are dealing this. This is an assumption, okay? But the distributor, okay, the main distributor, okay, he's getting us a meeting with the guy, with me, and Butcher. I told him I was working for Butcher.
And who exactly do you expect to play Butcher?
Someone big and scary. Probably Cynric. Maybe Quinn. Maybe Boltaim.
Now, I know Quinn. He is not gonna fool anybody.
Okay, then Boltaim. We get him in some makeup, we put him in a shadowy, get up and then boom, we
Dobbie.
yeah, no.
I don't. Ball's real blue. And
Okay. Okay.
he
we
was
just-
just seen walking around with Melody.
Oh shit, yeah. Okay, bad plan. Bad
Also-
plan.
So this is getting a little bit deep.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought we were just supposed to find out if he knew about Callahan.
Okay, but he could probably do it, okay? And then we're getting really close to the distributor, okay? If my theories are correct, okay, they got Callahan. The main guy's got Callahan, okay? We need the main guy. You roll in as like a cat or a rat or something, okay? I bring you in my pocket. Then I'm saying I gotta go to take a shit. I take you out of my pocket. You search through the location, okay? I come back, and then you call up my leg, okay? And then we dip, and if he's there, okay,
Oh my God.
we go in hard with the guards. We go in deep. You feel me? We could do this.
I want to take a moment, chat, podcast, YouTube, whoever's watching. This is why Dobbie doesn't come up with plans.
It's so brilliant, guys. I love it, though.
It
So
could work. It could work.
With him.
I mean, this got way
SWAT
away.
team.
At this point,
Harry.
Orianna and Baltaim, you've come back around and you see
Right.
Cynric and Quinn sitting at the bench.
but let's go back to the rest of the group. Oh,
Yeah, we're in this.
No, go ahead, Perry. I'm
go
just
ahead.
saying you guys have now met up with them.
Got you.
Yeah.
They're kind of
He
filling you in
explained.
on where Dobbie and
Yeah.
Perry went.
So let's go back to the rest of the group, okay? And then bada bada boom, okay? We get a new plan, or we build on my awesome plan.
Okay,
Okay.
Dobbie,
That's
I need
definitely
to
gonna work.
Okay,
I assume
Dobbie,
as
when
you're
you
like
s-
talking, you're probably walking back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dobby,
Yes.
whenever you say something is definitely going to work,
It's definitely
that's
gonna
when it does not work. You know how when Melody says, I'm real good at this, and then she's not good at this?
No, but you got to think of those times, those really small, rare times when she's really good at it. Okay, this is one of those times, baby.
Okay, first of all, remember, we still need to leave town in like 2 days.
Yeah, okay.
Erin said we had like 2 weeks to get ready, and we needed to be on our way out to the desert.
Okay. I'm just
So,
saying, this
I
is a
mean,
lot
this
of
is-
coin we could be passing up on. But if we gotta go, we gotta go. But if we don't gotta go right now, okay, we could save a life, perhaps. Okay, because if my theory is right, okay,
Yes.
Callahan's gonna get axed.
Oh, God.
Okay, exactly.
He said
Callahan's-
the trigger word, and now Perry is. Screw you!
Dobby manipulation, baby.
He said
Okay.
the trigger word.
Okay, because what's probably gonna happen? The guards don't care about Callahan, okay? And if
Okay,
word
well, the
gets
thing
out
is,
that
the
he's
guards don't
dealing
know.
drugs,
We don't know that this man has Callahan because you didn't ask about Callahan.
but then but that's why we're going with a business meeting, okay? That's why I'm sneaking you in with the pocket. You doing reconnaissance? We're doing reconnaissance right now. Now, if we could find out that he's there, okay, then we come in with the guards and we do a full-on raid, okay? We beat those motherfuckers down, okay?
Now, Dobby.
At this point, you're about 60 feet from the group. You guys start seeing them walking down the street
Right.
back to you guys.
Well,
Dobby.
when Ball and sorry, keep going. If you guys are going, we'll
Small,
go back.
small secondary reminder. I can do that thing where I shapeshift only twice before I take like an hour nap. So
That's why we take an
Yes.
hour nap before we go in there.
okay, no, listen. If we were to go tomorrow and
Yes.
you put me in your pocket as a mouse,
Yes.
I would have a mouse's eyes. And it would be very hard for me to search as mouse.
Okay, but what about
So
a
I would
rat?
have to shift back into my regular form. That's one.
Okay, but what's a
If I
tiny
shift
thing?
again
Okay.
to get back out, that's two. And if we need the big shapes, I have to rest.
Can you turn into something tiny that has good eyes?
I mean,
Maybe
I mean, I'm-
like a snake? You could turn into a snake, like a little snake.
I mean, you know that when you shift, you have your own perception.
yeah, I mean, I have my own perception, but what I'm saying is if I'm little,
Yeah.
if I'm a mouse or a snake, snakes don't have legs or hands or fingers to look through things. If I were to shift into something like that, getting around what needed to be looked at would be very difficult.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
understand. The idea is.
Damn, you're really bumming me out, man. I had an awesome fucking plan. God
I'm
damn
not-
it, Perry.
Well, maybe if you knew my abilities a little bit better and paid attention to what I can and cannot do, you would understand. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying that the plan is not an okay plan. I'm just reminding you that right now I don't have the power to shift more than twice. And also, size is important. A mouse can't search a whole room very fast. Also, if I were to get squished, I would immediately become me again.
Okay, this plan is becoming less awesome now. God, fuck.
Well, this is why we think things through.
At this point,
Okay.
you're basically coming up on the group.
Okay.
So, Oriana, what did you want to do?
Back when we first get back to Quinn and Sinric. Okay, so we saw a drug dealer. I don't think it's the one we were looking for, but he may have connections to Thieves Guild or some sort of CD network. This could still be an option for us to investigate.
What makes you think that? Did he say anything that gives you an idea as part of the Thieves Guild?
This thing that, I mean, he's a supplier of drugs. I would assume the Thieves Guild operates in drugs.
But that's like your only idea.
It's a better lead than nothing.
I'm just trying to make sure exactly how.
He also
how strong
walked
the lead
away and you
is.
pissed him off, so.
Yeah, player knows that.
Player's not suggesting we go and kindly have another conversation. Player's suggesting we go
Hey,
and
actually,
maybe say,
Can we
hey,
get those drugs,
you know,
actually?
No, I'm just saying, he walked away, so
Yeah,
you're not sure.
yeah.
He wouldn't even be back there if he went back to the alley again. He walked
but
down
we
the
could
alleyway.
go walk down that alley and see if we see him. again.
Potentially, yeah. I'm just saying, you remember
Where
that.
is Peregrine and Dobbie?
They went off and tried to track down a lead. One of the gentlemen that you passed started walking off right after you went by, and they thought maybe that could lead to something. And we came out so we could be closer to where they ran, just in case we had to run
Probably
off.
him then.
All right. Well, Bull, if you'll come with me, let's see if we can talk to that man again and explain the situation in a little greater detail. Perhaps his frustration with something new on the market makes him more
That
likely to
sounds-
talk to us.
Like a very bad idea. We want to explain the situation to the drug dealer.
I think you've had a chance.
All
and it
I'm
didn't
saying-
work, and it's
all
now
I'm saying-
time to lay to rest.
All I'm saying is that he seems very upset by the fact that there's something new on the market that he does not have. Maybe that makes him more communicable in finding out where it comes from or who is supplying.
So you
Especially if we
Game of
imply
who's more
interest.
naive, Peregrine or Orianna?
So you want to have the Thieves Guild work against these people who have taken Callahan?
I'm saying we can get more information. I'm not saying
We're all gonna get
we
killed.
get some sort of secret arrangement made. I'm just saying maybe if we can get information. It's better than no lead at all.
Have information on what, though?
On who's supplying?
If he knew, he would probably have some, don't you think?
No, he wouldn't. If it's a different supplier than who he works for, why would he direct us to it?
But why would he not have it? That's what I'm saying. If he
Because it's
knew-
a different supplier. It's new. We understand this.
So why would he know where the new stuff is being made at?
He might know who is. Oh my gosh.
There's a
Jeez.
lot of maybe coming off of this whole plan.
There was a lot of maybe coming off of this plan before we even did it.
I understand you're compounding the amount of uncertainty with the thing you're trying to pursue.
Oh, forget this. I'm gonna go back to the alley.
Have fun.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh god.
I follow her.
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh god,
Okay.
that's worse.
Is this where Dobbie and Perry come in?
Before we do, technical difficulties. Mr. Chad is having camera problems, so
Oh god.
I'm just gonna put this on before we go into this next part.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we are back. Dobbie, you have to bring your camera back on.
Yeah, I know. It's lagging. There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Someday.
All right, so Orianna and Baltaim, you head off back to where you saw this man.
Yeah.
You head over to the alley. You do not see him.
I'll walk to the other end of the alley.
walk down the alley. Go ahead and make a perception.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you look all around. You don't see the man. You get the sense that learning about more people potentially looking for something that he couldn't supply, he's likely headed off somewhere else to try and find other potential buyers that haven't.
Spot.
Should have just spoken character and asked. I'm gonna try a Hail Mary and just, in a few different directions, cast message to the dealer.
Oh no.
If I see her casting, like,
Oh,
what are you
God.
doing? Wait, what are you doing?
Okay.
I just pull the buyer out and I start talking.
Yeah, I'm saying if I see you cast, I'm like,
Yeah.
like not like grab, just like touch your hand, like, what are you doing?
You'll find out.
That okay?
And I'll just point in a direction. We need to talk.
Oh,
Move back to
That's
where
a
you were.
very bad idea.
Whoa.
And I'll just say it in
No.
That's
every
what you're.
direction.
That's what you're saying to him. Move back to where you were. We need to talk. Move back to where you were. Okay. So let me just.
oh my god.
Okay.
Because
First
message
one doesn't go through.
Because message, you have to say it out loud. It's not like
Also,
Then-
by the way, it doesn't go through like brick walls and stuff like that, which they're a building.
Yeah, but if I'm familiar with the person, as long as they're in range, it can go around.
But not through.
But
not
not
through,
through.
and like
True.
if
So
a
if,
round
if
is
he's
too far,
if he's
then-
gone inside of a building, yes.
Yeah,
But if
yeah,
he's
yeah.
Yeah,
within
if he's like
120
around
feet,
Also,
as
around
long
the
as I
corner,
point
he
in that
goes through.
direction.
Okay.
Yeah, he could go around the corner and stuff. But like, yeah, if he's not
So if he went
near-
into a building or underground, I'm
Okay,
screwed.
Yeah. Okay.
But otherwise, it should
the
work.
first
And then
time,
I'll.
nothing.
Orianna, this is actually terrible.
I have information
don't-
that can be useful. Please return
Nothing.
to the square. I'll say, please return to the square.
Do we actually have information that's useful?
I'll repeat it again, different direction. Just going.
my god.
Nothing.
Do it again. Do it again.
You try it in multiple different directions. At this point.
And back in my hair.
So
Okay,
while this is
are-
all going on,
Have we gotten back yet?
yeah, I think you guys are arriving.
Well, no,
the-
they. I will say, like,
just about to
well,
arrive.
because they came back and then immediately went off. I assume you guys are you, Baltime, are you going back? Are you guys going back, or are you just standing in the alley?
Kinda make
How
sure
long are
she's
you doing
not-
this for,
yeah.
Orianna?
I'll wait for like a minute, and if I don't get any kind of responses, I don't see anybody coming back, then I'm just gonna leave.
You don't get anything.
I'll go back and I'll keep an eye on the alley, just see if he comes back.
Okay, so you stand sort of like away from the group, maybe like 40 feet to keep an eye on the alley. But eventually, Perry, Dobbie, you come over and see like Baltane
cool.
and Quinn and kind of on
Well-
the bench with Orianna just off to the side, kind of looking.
Well, good news, ish, sort of, maybe.
Definitely
Alright.
good news. Definitely
Okay.
good news.
Okay, so
The fact
we-
that Dobbie says it's good is very troubling. Perry, please explain.
Okay, so we followed that guy,
Right?
and Dobbie talked to him,
Oh no.
and he arranged a business meeting with him tomorrow
Nice.
with Butcher.
Wait,
Less
what?
nice,
It's
but
not. It's
that's
not. It's not with Butcher. It's like I said to the guy. The guy was selling the drugs, okay, but he's not the he's a supplier, but he's not the main supplier,
He's
right?
a dealer, not the supplier.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
I'm
then
following.
I'm making the assumption because I don't want to blow my cover with him with Callahan because I don't know if he knows what's going on with Callahan and that he's a part of the
I
whole
think he
thing.
does. We oversaid his name, Callahan.
Exactly. So that's why I was thinking like you were saying Callahan a lot. He dipped. So I didn't want to like, oh shit, he's gonna dip again. So I told him that I was from Dash, and I worked with a network in Dash, and we wanted to get some of that purple shit into Dash, and that my boss was Butcher.
Right. So you have a business meeting with this man now. And at what point did you try to inquire about Callahan and his whereabouts? 'Cause
No, I couldn't.
that
do
was
that.
kind of the whole point of the exercise. I'm just making sure
Okay, so here's
did
the
that
thing,
occur.
Quinn. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the
Yes.
rest of Dobbie's plan. And as I'm
Okay.
doing this, I'm like fishing his weapons out because I forgot to even back to him. I'm just
Yeah.
handing them to him as I'm talking.
And I'll say you all start grabbing your stuff back or whatnot.
Okay.
So Dobbie's plan is for somebody to go with him as butcher, and for me to go in his pocket as mouse, or something small.
Right. Okay. Now I see
And
where
then-
it's all starting to fall apart.
Wait, and it's not the worst plan.
It's not. That's just some modifications that could be.
Yeah,
His idea is for me to go in his pocket as a small creature that can hide. And then he's going to excuse himself because he has to, quote, take a shit. And I'm going to get out of his pocket and, like, search and see if I can find Callahan. And then I'm going to come back. Callahan and back, and I'm going to get back in his pocket, and if we found something, then his idea is for us to leave and then come back in a big raid with the guards.
Okay.
Out of
Not
character,
all
they say
that is
Perry
awesome.
swearing is like the most adorable thing.
Not-
it's like a child saying swears.
I'm
Not all
not an
that
expert.
idea is bad.
No,
I
it's
like some of those.
awesome.
I like
It is-
some of those pieces of those
It
ideas.
is the pinnacle of plants. It's
I'm not
just
an-
a lot of it fell apart when Perry started telling me that she has shitty eyesight with
No. I don't have. Okay. When I say I have a mouse's eyes, I mean I am literally a mouse.
yeah.
I will have. Well, I can see just as well and perceive just as well. I can't search as well.
There
So
you go.
I would
Because
have
I'm mixing shit.
not
She's
be a
literally
mouse.
a mouse.
I would have to not be a mouse to search. And then I would have to be a mouse again to get back in your pocket. Now, the only problem is if something goes horribly, horribly wrong, there is no Barry. There is no Wolfie. There is only me and my staff and my magic.
All right.
Oh, but you can still shoot magic though,
So
right?
Yes.
I see
Oh!
a few problems with this. Granted, I'm not an expert in backroom deals. How do we know that this is the exact same person that talked to Callahan and that person had a direct connection with his
Okay.
I mean, we just took a very big assumption earlier, like 5 minutes before y'all.
To be fair, you have assumed that you have made a lot of assumptions over the course of this entire venture.
5
and-
minutes ago.
So,
As well.
5 minutes ago. What happened 5 minutes ago while I was.
That's we're maybe over drinks. It's a little late.
Okay. Anyway, I mean, you've made a lot of assumptions, and we've all made assumptions. I'm not saying we haven't, but like, you can't really say, well, you're making a big assumption and say that makes it a bad plan when you also make a lot of assumptions. And it is like
I'm
my
not
daddy
saying-
always says, when you assume, you make an ass of you and me.
I've
I'm
heard
not
that
saying
one before.
that the assumptions.
Holy
that's the
shit! That
problem.
spells a soap.
That is the gist of that saying. That is the gist of it.
Believe your age does not reflect your IQ at some time.
Yo, that's the first time I've ever heard that. I gotta use that one. I gotta use that one.
My point is, Dobbie has secured an agreement to make a deal for presumably a large purchase of chemicals.
It's
No.
not a purchase
meeting.
yet. It's a meeting. First off, okay, as you said before, there's limited quantity of this shit. Okay, from what I don't know who else you were able to get in contact with, right? But from what I'm assuming, okay, this is made in small, very small, limited quantities, and there's only a very few amount of dealers, meaning that there's only really one, maybe two sources of supply. Okay. Now, understanding if it is one supply, then they probably have some kind of information that's intersecting with Callahan. Okay? Meaning that there's a good chance that we could find something regarding Callahan if this is at the main location where they make this shit.
Also, technically, and I know this because I was watching and I can read lips, he never agreed to make a purchase.
No.
Well, that's
He-
good.
I'm not.
He agreed to bring his boss to talk about potential distribution.
Well, no, I
and
didn't
dash.
really agree to bring my boy. I just said that I am kind of a
Well,
representative.
well, it
for
wouldn't
my
be out of
boys.
hand if he was here, which is
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. It
Well,
wouldn't
Perry,
be
you
out of
did
hand.
see him say,
Okay.
well, you and Butcher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, he did say you would butcher.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, no,
oh,
he did.
fuck.
He did.
Okay.
All right, this wouldn't be
He
out of
doesn't
hand.
want
if
It's
he
not a
had-
representative's
You-
meeting.
Dobby, you got the sense that peon to peon, it wouldn't be
doesn't
the
matter.
peon
Yeah.
speaking. It would be
Yeah.
the bosses speaking.
Boom. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just the elephant in the room. We know Butcher, at some point passed through here. What if he is involved or is known for this substance? What if
Well,
he
no,
was
I-
the one that gave them this
I thought you said this is not
substance?
his bag.
I mean,
Dobby.
Dobbie said that this was not Butcher's style.
No, it's not butcher style. Also, I've never seen anything like this in Dash, like at all. Which is not really about drugs. He actually hates drugs, very violently. In fact.
Right. On my one question about this plan, I mean, the one that no one else is asking,
Yes.
is how exactly do you assume that we're going to organize some sort of raid by the guards? It's not like we have any actual authority in
Well, we were
this
going to bring the
town.
evidence to the guards.
Right, okay, so-
Okay.
I suppose that might
Um,
work.
Look, I didn't say it was a
Didn't
perfect
per
plan, but
se.
it's a much better
Whatever.
plan than we've had before.
Whatever. it is.
Can I just make a follow-up point here because I don't feel like
They're-
anybody
they're-
listened to
they're
me
talking-
earlier.
They're talking about the drugs. They're talking about the drugs.
That's just handing drugs to guards, though, isn't it?
But
They can't
I mean,
tell that we got it from a drug dealer.
Yeah.
if we're gonna hand in evidence, we have as much as we possibly have right now. I mean, we're gonna see something in a building and say, "Hey, we arranged a deal and saw they're holding someone hostage. Let's go raid them." I mean, doesn't seem that feasible.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
like-
have a point. I was
Also-
not saying that I am 100% for this plan. I'm just saying this is the plan that Dobby came up with on our way, and for the first time, it doesn't seem as crackpot as usual.
Orianna has something to say. Let's listen to Orianna.
We've also
Okay.
been operating under the assumption that the supplier is responsible for him going missing.
Yes.
Well, yes.
These two things are not necessarily related. You are putting a lot of risk
Correct.
on something we have no information guaranteeing. That is my
Okay.
point.
I agree, but like everything we have done so far has been a lot of risk outside of sniffing around that ring.
I still think we could get into contact. We just spoke with someone
But
who is visibly frustrated with the idea that this stuff is on the market.
Okay, then where's this guy?
I went to go find him and he is already gone because we took too long trying to decide if it was a good idea to go talk to him or not.
Well, okay, here's the thing though. If he didn't have it, then what?
Then why are you trying to bring outside people here? That's more like rings we gotta juggle.
Dobbie, do you know other criminals in Dash?
No.
You don't know any other criminals?
that's a very wild assumption that every criminal knows each other. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm saying
I
every
mean-
criminal knows each other.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
really
let me-
classist
I
right
mean,
there.
Dobby's clearly lying, Oriana, because he knew Fitz.
Yeah.
And, like as much as Lex has helped you, she runs a criminal organization.
Yeah, and I mean, we're kind of pursued
He
by a
didn't know
criminal
Lex,
organization
but he
there
definitely
too.
knew Fitz because that's who he took you to meet when
Yeah.
you were trying to find the map. So he's shitting.
Yeah.
My point is, Dobbie.
Yeah.
You may not know individual criminals,
I mean, like
but you know of other criminal organizations.
Well, yeah.
My point is, he's clearly not from the same organization.
But okay.
If
well,
he
Dobby,
isn't, he may have, or someone he works for, may
Right.
have information on the organization we're interested in.
Dobby, do you know how to infiltrate the Black Suns?
Wait,
Do you
wait,
know
what?
anything? Do you know how to infiltrate the Black Suns or get anywhere near the Black Suns?
No.
Why are we
Unless I
talking about the
unless I
White
want to
Sox?
die, you know.
He worked for the other one, the Shadow.
Okay, well, okay. First off, I was a free contractor. Okay, as long as I won enough money, okay, I'll do
we
what the fuck you want.
were partners, agreeable partners with the Shields, the Shadow Shields.
Shattered blades.
Shadowblades,
Shadow
that's
Blades.
right.
Where are the shields?
I was working for Fitz because he was my contact.
Right.
for
But you
other
didn't
jobs.
necessarily know how to infiltrate on anyone in the
No.
Black Sun.
And bringing this up, bringing in another party that we have no idea what they're capable of could be very detrimental to us. Not
The
just
enemy of my enemy is my friend. That is.
No,
You
that is
don't
bullshit.
know.
Okay, I can tell you a story of a job I did that completely went wrong. Okay, it blew up in my face. I almost died. Okay, the guy I was working with did die. Okay, so I can tell you right now, enemy of my enemy isn't always my friend. Okay, it's just another guy that hates the same guy that you hate.
Okay.
Are we having this conversation on the way back to the?
I have no idea what you guys are doing.
I have no idea.
Because if not,
either.
Orianna's just going back to the inn.
Okay, Orianna walks off. 'Cause you're
Okay.
you're having this conversation. As far as I know, you guys never said you were
Yeah.
going anywhere. You were
Yeah,
having
we
this
didn't.
conversation
Yeah.
around the benches. There's not a lot of people around, so
Yeah.
like no one's really paying much attention to you. But Orianna, you walk off and head towards the Gilded Cup.
Yeah.
Okay. Orianna.
Before anyone else leaves, I want to point something out that doesn't seem to be thought about. What is our end goal in the desert? To, observe some god that is capable of, destroying the entire planet, should he come out, correct?
To make sure we don't.
Yeah.
Yes,
the
but
goal is to go check on the shackle.
correct. And if,
Periscope.
three of those are broken, this said thing can, wreak havoc where we are now, correct?
Right.
Right.
So, from my thinking, I think we should work with the guard here, because if that
Also, we
does
probably shouldn't
happen,
say that out loud ever again. Just
they would be a better ally than a group of drug dealers.
Okay, well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know how. Where we're going is an isolated place where one of my sister tribes is, who has not had contact with anyone in a long time, as far as I know. Outsiders are not normally welcome. I mean, they're okay. Traders are welcome because supplies are necessary, but outside armies are not going to be welcome. My people are very insular.
I understand that, but we haven't been the best functioning machine, so assume the worst and this thing comes through. The world would be a battlefield, not just that location. Sometimes having the better ally would be the better course of direction.
Okay,
So I think we should work with the guard on this case rather than paint ourselves as enemy.
Well, I mean, I don't think any of us were planning to not work with the guard. Look, I'm not saying that Dobbie's plan is the best idea, or even that we should.
I mean, it's kind of the only plan right now.
Well, actually, I'm not so certain that it does us any good to have this meeting. There's no guarantee that I'm going to find anything. I could get caught. I'm not exactly the most sneaky. I'm just quick. Maybe what we need to do is report that Callahan was involved in some drug dealing, that we've encountered individuals and can describe those individuals to the guards, and let his father know that we have a lead.
That's kind of my point. I mean, we get ourselves in good with the people who can, be our allies later on, should that come up.
Well,
And I'm pretty
I think
sure,
if the world is falling apart, then the guards are going to be on our side anyway. However, I would rather not think about failing this, because I can't. No, we're not going to fail. We can't fail.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the vote here? We going to the gods. We're doing this solo dolo.
I mean,
I
I
vote
was
is we
going
go
along
to.
because I thought, Orianna and Perry and Quinn seemed like this is important, so to save Callahan.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we should not do our best to help Callahan and his father. Not in the least. I am saying that we should not get into something that's going to take us all week, and we don't know what we're getting into.
I agree with that.
I don't know that we can successfully trick this man and his boss into thinking that one of us is Butcher.
I am incredibly bad at lying.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna be the one, and neither is Baltaim. That's the thing. The only other person in this group that could even potentially pretend to be the Butcher is Sinric.
Well, I do kind of suck at being honest, so I could see that.
I wouldn't say that you suck at being honest. I mean, you've never actually lied to any of us, per se. But it is concerning to me that we are risking the idea of going in there and finding nothing. And even if we do find anything, Zenric and Quinn do have a point. What are we going to do? Tell the guards, well, we found this information? How do we prove that?
Okay, all right, I get where you're coming from. I understand. Okay, this is kind of our only lead at this moment right now. So we either go with this lead or we drop everything and do what we got.
That's my thought.
That's literally the thing.
There's the only thing with of course there's stuff to lose, but there is no proverbial thing to lose as we don't know anything else so far.
I mean, yeah. I believe I recommended that before we even came out tonight.
So did Orianna.
You're not there.
That wasn't me in character. Just
If
pointing
this is
out.
important to you all, of course I will. You all have helped me and have stuck by me. I will do my best to try to assist, but if this is not what y'all want to do.
What time is this thing supposed to be? The meeting that you set up.
You mean the meeting? Oh, same time. In that meeting place that we met him, and then he takes us to a location.
But what day? You said same time.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. Same
All
time.
right. Here's my thought. It's already about time. We should go ahead and head on back to the inn, get some rest. Then we have all day tomorrow to try and see if we can drum up any more leads, if we can find anything better than this, and also, time permitting, maybe I can also take care of that thing I wanted to do.
I think we should
Before
do
all
that
this as
first
well.
tomorrow.
And then, if there's nothing better we can come up with, we can keep talking about whether or not we go through with this meeting and what else we can try. But we have literally an entire day to figure out if there's anything better we can do. So I say we use it to the best of our ability.
Okay, so you're all heading back to the inn?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
figured
let's
like
start walking.
at this point we would go ahead and start
Getting
heading on
about
back.
pretty late. It's probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, then we definitely want to get
Yeah.
on back.
Exhaustion's
Orianna, you were just heading straight back, right? Or was there something specific you were doing?
I'm trying to think.
You do you.
Where was the where we got arrested with all the guards? Was that?
That was
Oh,
that was out in the west of the Shaded Valley.
Okay, that wasn't where we went. Or that's not where the inn is. The inn's
No.
in the south, right?
The inn's in like the it's like southeast.
Southeast.
Mhm.
Okay. Oriana will just head to the inn.
Okay, you head back. So you guys all head back. Are you just going back to your room, or
On the way I'm flipping Dobbie that purple stuff.
Oh God. I'm just going straight to the room.
I'm looking at Ball. I'm like eyebrows.
I forget. Were we all? Was like all the guys in one room, or were we doing like three
I
different
think
rooms?
we're all in
Yeah,
we were all in one. We were all in one
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Okay.
The girls were in another.
Okay. Cool.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna have to
you
deal
guys
with something
and,
if it
like it
comes
takes you about an hour or so, but you get back. It's pretty late.
Okay.
Dobbie and Baltame are. What are you guys doing?
Yo, we doing this? Oh,
I mean, I I'm curious to know what it's gonna be like. You know.
Yeah, no, let's definitely get fucked up. Yeah.
All right. I guess we're in the room, right? Quinn?
Are you in the? Are you going to the room, or are you doing this like outside of the inn?
in a
or
room.
Okay,
No,
you're in the room. Okay, so you guys head all,
Quinn,
both. You guys all head to your rooms. Orianna, you see Perry come in, and the rest of you go. What are you guys doing in the mail room?
I mean, I'd probably just be heading straight back to the room, but
Yeah, you're going. You're getting ready to go
Going to bed.
I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll
you
look
see
at Dobbie
Quinn
and Ball, and
Cindric
you know, if
getting ready for
either
bed.
either of you do that crap and try to bite me, I'm going to rip an arm off.
I will refrain from biting you. I will keep that in mind.
Also, if either of you bites me, you will probably be electrocuted.
You're not my type, Ginger Prince. Okay, let's
I
do this
wasn't
shit.
offering myself up.
Okay, so you guys, how are you? What are you doing?
I'm
Um,
gonna sleep with my halberd next to me.
Okay, yeah.
I'm actually
I'm putting the gums. Yeah.
while they're trying to figure this out, I'm actually going to go over to Center like, why don't they do this? Do you want to see if maybe there's another room for the people that aren't going to get wicked stoned? Me and you bunk up somewhere else.
Was there anyone at the bar? I mean, we came right up here.
There's always like it's like a going to like a hotel or something like that. Like there's always someone manning the.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we can go down there.
Yeah, I would like to just.
Okay, so
Because
you
I
ask for
think
another.
it would be
you
better
ask
for
another room?
everybody, just in
And
case.
at that point, I'll ask for 2 drinks.
Okay.
I just will end the day on a good note.
The bartender, the dwarf, just says, we're all locked up in rooms. Sorry, but the drinks I can
Yes.
get you.
Yes,
Ah.
yes,
Um,
yes.
If you had
So,
come by earlier, I probably could have helped you out, but it's pretty late.
I have a proposition then. For a gold coin, could I just sleep down here on one of the tables?
You can't sleep on a table, but you can sleep in a chair if you want.
Deal.
That'd be pretty uncomfortable.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
It'll probably be, better than dealing with the 2 upstairs.
Whatever you want. So you give him money, he gives you the 2 drinks.
Yep. Cheers.
Quinn, what are you doing?
Well, if I can't get another room, then I am going to just head
I
back
solved my
and
sleeping
be-
problem.
You did, yeah. Good on you. I'm going to head back to the room and be the one sober guy at the party.
Okay, so
This
you head
is
back
gonna be-
and get ready
Okay.
for sleep.
How
I
quick?
could
You guys
screw with
put
them,
it in your
though.
gums?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it around my gums.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some in my gums.
Put it in your gums.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Makes it a little like numb feeling, but doesn't really do much.
About sniffing it.
Yes, we're sniffing it.
So then you
Yeah.
you take a line each.
Sniffing, sniffing something makes it seem so worse.
Instantly,
Yeah.
as you sniff this, your vision just goes like multicolored. You feel extremely pleased. You are happy as a clam, and you see like the walls like waving in like
Oh
technicolor,
shit.
and everything is sort of like moving around you. You see like these like fans of like color on the walls. You'll occasionally see like a face peer out at you with like a smile before it goes away.
Oh man. Yo, did that wall just wink at me?
I think it did.
Oh.
Lots of colors.
Yo, man, I'm feeling this, man. Oh.
You are
Kind of like
just-
look at Quinn. It's like Quinn like weirdly.
Yeah, is he coming in when this shit
Stuff.
starts kicking in?
Yeah, Quinn's eyes are like glowing, like yellow, and he has like
Okay.
a bright smile on his face.
Yo,
Okay.
why you?
Sort of like there's like wavy vision around him.
Okay.
Yo.
Red-headed.
Full on-
And
Oh.
they
Full on
already
Cheshire Cat.
look. They already look super high, right? Like,
Yeah, like inspecting them.
Okay.
You can see
Yeah.
their pupils are just glowing.
awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna do one thing.
By the
then
way,
I'm
you have
gonna
no
get
more
ready for
drugs. You
bed.
used it. It's gone.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. That's completely
I would like to do
Don't
this
you
one
dare.
thing. You shut your mouth. You
Don't
put yourself
you
in this
dare.
Okay, what are you doing?
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk right up to Dobbie
Mhm.
and like just sort
He,
of wave my hand as I say, "Hello."
When he gets in front of you, he's like very happy. He sounds normal. But like behind him, it's like a bright, like Technicolor sun.
Oh shit, Quinn, why you so bright, man?
I have no idea. It is, and I look behind me. It just, I see like just regular rooms. Like, all right. Well, have a good night. Just one thing first.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just get real close and start this. All right, walking down a hole. You take a left, take a right, take a left, take a right. And then just put my hand right in his forehead. Brick wall.
You just do you stop it or do you just go in full head?
I don't head slap you or anything. It'll be like just like my hand is just right, just like
When
right
he
in your
does
face
that,
and then out.
When he does that, it's almost like Inception. You just see like inside, like picture in picture in picture in picture in picture.
Oh shit, dude.
For a moment, because he's done it so quickly on you, and then when he takes it back, you just see like his hand like grow.
Oh god!
And then I'm just gonna pat him on the head, nighty night, and then I'm gonna
Really, all magic, man.
Oh god!
When
Damn
he
right
touches
I
you,
am.
when he like pats you on the head with the hand, it
Yeah,
feels like
it's
a
still-
jelly hand, like
Oh!
patting your head.
Oh! He's got no bones.
I'm
Yes,
just
that
going
wasn't
I'm
my
just going
hand. That was
wall.
actually a breast of chicken. And then I'm going to do the other. Actually, yeah. Now that he said that, I'm going to do the other thing, where you basically pretend to crack an egg on someone's head. Just take hand like so, and then hit him right on, and just fold the fingers out
dude.
around his head.
man.
Yeah, it
Dude.
feels like
Enjoy the fried
jelly,
egg, and then
and almost like in your vision,
Oh.
you see like lines of Technicolor going like in front of your eyes, and it feels like it's like flowing down your skin.
Oh,
yep.
Feels kind of nice though when he does it on your head.
And then I'm gonna go to bed. Now I'm gonna, also before I do, I'm gonna look at the ball teams and just make sure he stays in a location, just one, and does not go anywhere.
Right.
As he
We
talks
don't
to you,
have-
he sounds like he took a big swig of helium in his. He sounds like a chip.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
done.
Who is he? Wait, who?
Quinn,
Quinn.
as Quinn's telling you this.
No. I'm saying I'm repeating,
Oh.
responding to him to like, who is he?
Wait, there's another person in here. I thought it was only the three of us. Is it four?
Quinn is
You see,
debating
like,
tying
Dobbie,
them
as you look to
together
your side,
and then
you see
tying them
like
to a bed.
sunflower grow out of the ground, and open up and like sing in front of you.
Oh, oh god. I'm
Singing
like,
the
oh
I'm
shit.
coming out song.
I'm done, dude. And it's like, oh god, it's a mutant flower. I pull
You
out
are
the.
my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me
Oh.
happy when skies are
I'm-
gray.
It's creepy as
And
fuck,
kids,
dude.
this is why you don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Yeah, he pulls out the dagger.
Stay the fuck away from me, you little freak flower, man. Okay? I
And
don't want any of your
love
pollen.
you, Dobbie.
Hit him. Hit him.
Oh my god!
Come, give me a hug. We're friends.
Pull out the flower.
All right,
Oh, God.
Just
it's
hug
starting
him.
to turn. It's starting to turn. Okay.
Chat,
All right.
YouTube podcast. Don't do drugs.
Multi-aim, you're too busy staring out the window
Uh.
as you see like two eyes just blinking at you.
All right.
I'm screaming balls now. I'm like, ball!
I'm just like blinking a
Okay.
bit and like
Yeah, it blinks
like,
alongside you and then kind of
Mhm.
sways.
All right. Dobbie is starting to. This trip is starting to turn bad for Dobbie, and I feel responsible, but I'm still enjoying it. So now that he's actually started to whip out weapons and get like potentially violent, I am going to reach over, and this time I am actually going to smack him in the head
Okay.
with lesser restoration.
God damn!
Dude, you pulled out
You
weapons.
feel the
I want to
you
sleep.
feel the spell take hold. It does
Yep.
not do anything.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
shit, dude.
Drugs for the
Well, I
win.
tried.
Yeah.
I've tried all I can.
So it's not technically a poison.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I am.
So yeah, my legs are like really jello right now.
Well, as
and
you
so,
pull
like,
out your sword, it feels like
Yeah.
it's melting in your hand. Melts out your hand, and you kind of end up dropping it. Drops it down.
Okay. Does he drop both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to pick them up and put them away.
Okay. Yeah, you pick them up and just put them off to the side, making sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them someplace where he is not gonna go.
Yeah. He's too
And
busy now
then-
staring at this sunflower that's singing at him.
Yeah.
There's two eyes looking at me. By the way.
Oh man, at least you don't got some weird flower trying to love you, man. I'm not ready for this type of cool commitment.
And Baltaim, you just hear, "Come on a journey with me. Come outside and play. We will have some fun." Just hear that
You
come.
should
Come
go
with
outside.
me and you'll be in a world of
Wait.
pure hallucination.
Wait, so
Dobbie.
Baltaim saying they should go outside?
You should go outside.
No.
Oh
do
god,
not.
yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, is
No,
there any more mutant
swear,
flowers?
I swear
Can
by
I
all the
run
gods,
over
if
to
you-
the window?
Yeah, you run over to
I
the
would
window.
like to. I would like to stop Dobbie.
And
from
as
doing-
you look out the window,
Yeah.
you just see these like smiling faces like looking up at you. Just look like smiling people having like a good old time. They look like they're dancing in the alley.
Oh shit.
Okay.
There's a dance club here. We should have went to the dance club.
Yo, we should have went to that dance club, man.
Let's go to that dance club.
Yo, let's
No,
go. And he's starting
no.
to open the window.
I'm going to grab Dobby.
Okay.
I would like to grab
Go ahead
Dobby.
and make an athletics check versus Dobby's acrobatics.
Okay.
I would love to. Does this have any kind of negative effect on him?
Nope.
Yeah,
He is
Damn.
wily as
Okay.
fuck.
that's an 18 for me.
Okay. Well, I mean, let's see. Athletics. That's a
Oh, you attempt to
6.
grab him and he just darts.
Shit.
And Dobby, you open the window and manage to like pull it up.
All right, Dobby, wait. Before you leave,
You red man, I can fly, bitch.
give me all of your things.
You just hear, "Come, join us, dance."
Yeah, I'm not gonna need clothes dancing.
So he's gonna take off all his
Not the
clothes.
clothes. Not the clothes. Leave.
He's taking off
you
the clothes,
yeah, you
man.
take off your clothes.
I'm not bailing him
And
out.
I'm gonna have the boxers on though,
Okay.
but I'm gonna jump out of this fucking window.
Hey, you jump out the window. It's a first floor. It's not a second
Yeah.
floor, so it's a single floor. So you jump out and you're in the alley and you're like in a group of people and they're all like dancing with you. And you're like, you see just Technicolor all around you. You feel like strobe lights almost beating.
Yo, Boltaye, man, I am feeling the music.
I mean, do I see people out there dancing?
You
just heard
see,
it come out.
you saw that face and it like comes past and you just see this like mystical sort of like dragon like swirling around Dobbie and it's like, "Come join us."
There's
And
a
you see again
dragon.
like Technicolors and the walls are kind of like, colored and bright.
Need to follow this dragon.
Follow the what? Follow me, man. I don't care about no dragons, man. Dragons can't dance.
You see it kind of like wiggling around.
Yeah,
Think of it like, like a Chinese dragon. It's
yeah.
like-
Oh yeah, it's dancing. It's wiggling. I'll like,
do you get out the window too?
Yeah. And it's like,
Baltaim
just
starts
like-
falling. So
Ah,
Quinn, you're watching them,
man.
and you literally see Dobby like dancing with no one, and he's like just like having a good time. And you see Baltaim like a little kid like following around this dragon,
I'm back.
Okay.
just like going
Um,
around the alley, just
Okay.
Okay.
Are you just leaving them?
I'm trying to think what I could do at
I
this
mean,
point.
kind of
Nothing.
assume at this point you just need to let them ride it out.
Okay. I just want to make sure that they don't like do what Dobby did on day 1 and fall asleep
I
somewhere.
still have my
weird and
clothes
get
on.
robbed.
Yeah, I still have my clothes on.
I have nothing on me.
I mean, you get the
so-
sense that I think like when you talk to like Saphir, he told you
Mhm.
it was like a couple of hours.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
definitely gonna get exhaustion on this shit.
Maybe.
It's
Yeah,
late,
dude.
but you could still get a rest.
And he's like, oh, yeah, man, I can feel the music on my skin, my man.
Mr. Dragon, let me catch you.
Is he just touching me while this dragon
no,
is
no,
just
he's trying to get.
okay.
He's like skipping around you, like going after
Yeah.
something. And to you, it looks like he's like doing some weird dance in the middle of
Yeah.
these people. And then to you, it just looks like Dobbie's like dancing along with this dragon, and this dragon is doing like loops around him and things like that.
Move. Dobbie, you move like a water. Just so.
Yo, I'm
Precise.
fluid, man. All I am is the motherfucking water, man. I am the water bender. Okay, I bend with this bitch. Yeah.
And when you say water, you like feel like water like flow around you, Dobbie, and as you're dancing, it's like it's around your body. And everything
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, dude. This is just turning it. Some turning.
All right.
This is messed
So I'll
This is
say
madness.
they are having a wild time.
Mhm.
When it's up to you if you want to continue to watch them. If
I
you
mean-
do, it's going to be another couple of hours.
I don't think I need to at this point because they seem to be staying in one location.
Yeah, they're stuck in this alley.
Okay. Okay, as long as they're not going anywhere and they can still get back in the room to go to sleep, then I'm just gonna let them go for it. Because that was literally my only concern is, as soon as Dobbie jumped out the window, I did not want to
Yeah.
repeat
It's
it.
been about an hour into their trip. They're
Okay.
They're probably going to be going for a little bit longer.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna
You head to bed.
put any of the I'm gonna put any of the valuables that they left in the room in a safe location, especially if they're pointy,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay, so you go to bed. Dobbie and Baltine, maybe another like hour and a half go by before things start to your vision starts to solidify and things start to go back
Wow.
to normal. Dobbie, you're tired, but that feeling of euphoria sticks with you. It was a good trip. Although you look
There
down at
you go.
yourself and you're like, really good trip.
Pants. Did you take your pants off before or afterwards?
Holy shit, am I not wearing pants?
Am
You
I
look
not
down and
wearing?
You're in your underwear. Baltine, you're
No,
still.
I'm wearing pants. Yeah. Did your
Oh.
pants get stolen?
Did you eat my pants?
I was hungry earlier.
Episode title: Did you eat my pants?
Did you guys head back to the room?
Yeah, we're just stumbling back in, man.
Okay, you stumble in
Where's
through
my
the front.
pants?
You stumble in through the front, and the innkeeper gives you a bit of a weird look at the bar. There's no one else in there. You see Sinric passed out on a table.
Good sir. Have you?
Have you seen my friend's pants?
Go to bed.
I wasn't allowed to sleep on the tables.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're passed out. You're passed out in the chair, but your head's.
Yeah.
All right, Dobbie, you guys head back and
Yeah.
get to bed. You see your clothes in the room once you get back there.
There's your
Guys.
pants.
Oh man, I
Hold
missed
on.
your pants.
Do they
Yeah.
see their clothes when they
Do
get
they
in
see
there?
their
'Cause
clothes?
I did
Does
say I was
Dobbie
going to
see his
gather up their
clothes?
valuables and put them somewhere safe.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you said
that'd
the
be
sharp
funny.
things.
I said I was focusing on the sharp things. I'm just wondering, would I have put their
No, just
Well,
Dobbie.
I
hiding.
have
Dobbie.
Dobbie clothes.
Would I have put
Yeah.
Dobbie? I may have put Dobbie's clothes in a hidden place.
Oh, dude, I'm done, man.
Put him on top of the dresser.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
I would have put his clothes on the tallest piece of furniture.
Okay.
Oh,
So
that
you
is
put the
hilarious.
clothes on the tallest piece of furniture. You guys are pretty tired though,
Yeah.
after that. So you
We'll
plop
find
down
them
on
in the
your
morning.
yeah, you plop
We'll
down on
find
your
the
beds.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
head to sleep. Harry and Orianna, was there anything that you were doing before you were heading?
I'm done, dude.
So I imagine I got there probably a couple minutes ahead of the rest of the group.
Yeah.
You got there like a half an hour ahead of the rest.
Yeah, we were still chatting for a while, and you wandered off.
So Oriana would have changed into a more nighttime dress, getting ready for bed. She would have been taking care of her violin and probably practicing a little bit.
Okay.
Very quietly, not trying to make a lot of noise with it to be respectful, but
Yep.
Harry, are you doing anything specific? When you come in, you see Ori just practicing a little.
Yeah, I just give her a nod and I go to get ready for bed.
Okay. So you guys manage to find yourselves to sleep. Everyone wakes up in the morning. Sinric, I need you to make a Constitution save for me, please.
Okay.
I was just left like shit.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. That's a nat 1.
You
Oh.
suffer a point of exhaustion as you are very uncomfortable and you weren't able to sleep very properly in the place that you chose it.
Why do we keep doing this?
Dobbie and Baltaim, you wake up and you had a full night's rest, and yet you are completely and utterly exhausted. You both wake up with a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
And something in your body feels off. It almost felt like when you went to sleep, you can't remember your dreams, but they didn't feel good. Like they were invaded somehow. Not sure. Don't remember.
Dobby, you're muted.
Yeah, Jay, you're muted.
Yeah, Dobby, he's like waking up and he's like, oh god, I feel like shit.
Yeah, second it.
Oh,
Where
Is
are
it
your
because,
pants
is it
at?
because of the dance party you had in the street?
We dance in the street?
Holy shit! Did I date? Was I
Quite a bit.
dancing without pants?
You remember
Yeah,
that much. You
Yeah, that
do,
sounds
do remember coming down from your trip. You remember what you saw. You don't forget any of your trip. You remember.
But we don't remember our dreams.
okay.
Gotcha.
We just don't remember the dreams.
Well, your dreams were kind of like you didn't have dreams so
Okay.
much as just this foreboding sense.
That's okay. That is intense. Yo, God, man. Usually I have dreams of I'm with like
It's
100
just
naked
exhausting.
ladies, but I had no dreams of any form of ladies in my said dreams.
Felt like something was watching.
Alright. So maybe this one will pass over. Further.
It's like a hangover, maybe. Yeah. You know, when you drink too much ale, but I guess.
I'm wondering, could I check them out and see if, like, medically they seem okay, or if there's any
Yeah,
kind
go
of
ahead and make a
lingering
medicine.
effect? Okay. I will do that. That's 10.
I mean, they don't seem, they seem they've got like bags under their eyes. They seem pretty tired.
Okay.
But you don't see anything. You can tell.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah. All right. Well,
And you're not
In
sure
that
if like
case-
they were up dancing around pretty late.
okay. Cool.
How much?
Let's see if maybe getting some food in will help you feel better. That
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
does the trick.
Food. Bacon.
All right. So as you all
Mm.
get ready for the day, Dobby, you eventually find your pants at the top of the dresser. Altaim probably will help you. Or someone would, because they would rather
Yeah.
not have you as part of their
Yeah.
group walking around naked in the city.
Yeah, I like his pants.
And also, you could just acrobatics up there easily enough. So.
Advantage acrobatics. Okay.
But it's a dresser,
Nah, I get
unless
your
you
pants.
nat one it.
I get your pants. I get your pants. Don't worry. I get
But you all get ready.
I mean-
You prepare whatever you think you'll need for the day. Those of
Mhm.
you who need to prepare. And that is where we'll take our break for tonight.
Woo!
Ooh.
Cool.
Please stick
That
with us, guys.
was-
We will be back very soon to see what new shenanigans
drugs,
about
man.
tonight. So stick with us. We'll be back soon.
Holy damn it.
Alrighty, we are coming back in. So, starts a new day. Some of you waking up pretty tired, others of you well rested, and you are heading down the hallway towards the tavern area where breakfast is served. You sit at a table. You see Sinric kind of trying to like massage his neck as he seems very uncomfortable and tired after he spent the night sleeping in a wooden chair at the table. And you all sit down and begin your morning meal.
How bad do Baltaim and
I live like this right now. I'm just like,
Yeah, they look tired.
You didn't.
Oh, they definitely
Or they entirely did.
I'm gonna grab the pearl out of my bag and I'm gonna walk over to them and I'm gonna put my hand on Baltaim's shoulder and start casting Identify to see if I can figure out if it's something magical or not.
You identified that he is in fact Baltaim. You identify he's been a doppelganger this whole time.
Actually,
Spoiler!
whispered
You take the 10 minutes as the breakfast is coming along and you're getting served. And you don't, I mean, the only thing magical you sense on him is the items that he carries.
Stuff. Well, it's not magical, at least.
Well, I
I
think
don't
we
think
already established that, Melody.
There's maybe something magical in the way it was put together, but we're going to
Didn't-
maybe see the alchemist
can
later.
we all just talk a little bit lower?
Nobody's yelling, Baltaim. Maybe don't do
It
drugs.
sounds like you yelling. But
Well,
I would like to lean closer to Baltaim and be like, "What was that?
oh,
Couldn't
I
quite
reach
hear."
over and smack Quinn.
you're an ass.
What? What?
Don't make it worse.
I
please.
had to babysit these fuckers for a little while. I am enjoying this because I've earned it.
Well, given their state, they're going to be pretty dang useless now. So I think maybe let's not make it worse.
Okay, whoa. Dobbie Potts is never useless.
Dobbie Pons looks like shit right now because he was dumb enough to do the drugs that made that man that we met last night look that shitty.
Joke's on you. Dobbie Potts always looks like shit.
No.
All right.
And then as he's laughing, he's gonna
That's-
fall out of his chair.
That's
Oh,
fairly
oh.
accurate.
Don't.
Oh snap!
Make an acrobatics.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, God. This
Jesus.
is.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
You fall
Oh.
backwards and you manage to like tuck and roll and like dust yourself off and like almost like do a pose like you meant to. do that.
Nice.
Dobby, you don't always look this bad.
Close, but not entirely.
See, all I need some bacon.
So I will say, the strange thing I felt, other than I saw a dragon, but we'll go past that.
There wasn't one. Can confirm that.
I'm not sure about that. I saw it. You did not. Maybe you just don't
No,
have-
but I was watching you idiots. Okay, real quick, DM, please describe to me what Quinn saw them doing
I mean, you literally
while they
saw
were
what
having the dance party.
You literally saw
Just
what
the
I
alley
said,
dance
just
party.
Okay.
without anything around.
Any
Okay, cool. So
context
just
around
them
it?
having the musicless dance party, and
I'm
Baltaim being like,
kind of like following around.
I need to
trying
get that
grab.
dragon.
Yeah.
I gotta catch it. I gotta
Your
They
catch
were
it."
talking
third
to each
eye.
other and saying weird shit.
Your
Okay,
third
cool.
eye was not open. That's the
Neither
only
was
reason why.
Like you
yours.
heard
were
him
just
talk
holding
about
the
a
wavelength.
flower, and you heard him talk about like something in the window blinking at him. Like
Okay.
you didn't see it.
I'm just happy to know that the demon flower is not real.
Oh, that was real.
Wait, what?
Wait, there was a demon flower?
Holy
Demon
shit.
flower?
Yes, you didn't see that. That was entirely real.
Make a deception.
I would love to, and I don't care that I'm going to shit the bed on this. I just
So,
Oops. Well, 6
Okay,
for to turn off
insight.
advantage.
Oh, that
and
was
that is a 10. 11 minus 1.
wow. You guys believe that the demon
Where-
flower was real?
My God,
Did you
I've
kill
never
it?
lied to anybody with this character.
Did Quinn,
I am
Quinn,
ignoring
Quinn,
Quinn because he's
Quinn.
being an ass.
Perry,
you
just
kill
with
it?
your passive insight alone.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
good.
Yeah,
no.
my
Everybody else knows I'm full of shit right
yeah,
now.
my passive is
Quinn,
Yeah.
did you kill the flower?
14.
Oh my god, did
No.
you kill it?
Dead.
No, I didn't.
Where is it at?
I don't know. I think
Quinn!
it wandered off saying it would be back.
Okay, Boltaib,
Quinn!
This
I've
is hitting us
experienced
nowhere.
it before. Okay, it's either up one of our butts. Okay, because that's like, it crawls up in there and then it turns.
Dobbie,
into-
Dobbie,
Okay.
Dobbie. Quinn is full of shit because you got super high on that drug last night and messed up his sleep.
Why you gotta be like that, Quinn? Why you gotta hurt?
Can we
why you gotta
just
hurt
go
like
In a
back
more
on-
serious nature, since we are
Just
kind of on a
something-
time crunch, what is the plan for today?
Oh! I wanted to say, I felt like my dreams were being like I was being watched while I was sleeping. I don't remember
Yo!
anything about.
Same. Usually I dream about naked women, but there was none.
Wait, you
Okay.
felt that too.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was no naked ladies in my dream.
So Saphir talked about how his sleep was not real great after he was doing the drugs. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with that, and that's why I told him not to take any more. And I don't know why I thought that. I don't know. Maybe I thought Baltaim might be smart enough to not.
I didn't
take.
hear that conversation. My bad.
Well, I mean, I just thought you might be smart enough not to take the strange purple drug we found, but we didn't know what it did.
That was.
I mean, the way Sophia was saying that drug was, that was some good shit.
I mean,
You weren't there. You were having a weird dance party with the old people.
No, I bought it. He said it was.
He said it was good shit.
I mean, you had a good
for-
trip.
they were
Yeah.
there for that.
Yeah, it was good. Yo, he saw dragons. I saw people dance. I could
Well-
feel. I was
And
water.
demon flowers.
Okay, we don't up that. Okay, but yeah, there was something weird. It was staring at me. Okay, I couldn't find it, but something was in my head.
It's
Okay.
very
So this
Like-
is some.
Honestly,
Yeah.
no one take any more of that. I don't care where you find it. I don't care where you see it. Don't take any more of it. It
Oh,
seems
that's-
to have long-term really bad effects.
I mean, Dobbie's always gonna try everything once, but
Yeah. I mean, you never know
Some
something.
things you don't have to try.
But either way, what's on the agenda today?
Well, that alchemist may have some information about exactly what it is that you put into your bodies last night, so we
Yeah.
can maybe figure out how it's made, see if that gets us a lead on anything. Also,
Yeah.
since we have until that was basically much later in the day, and then that meeting you set up is even later than that, I figure if while we're in, I want to do a little bit of shopping, and also I need to stop by that
Let's do
giant
that thing.
crystal oasis
Yeah.
to
Okay,
see
that's
That
what
sounds
exactly
more-
that means.
More calm. Let's do that. I want to go with that one.
That's a good idea. Let's do that. And I don't feel comfortable going into whatever that meeting is with y'all this exhausted.
Well,
You're not gonna get any better.
that is true. We also have a lot of time to try and see if we can find any other leads before that is even on the table. Also, we can just entirely walk away from that meeting.
So we can go back and tell him that your boss isn't. He was coming into town. He's coming tomorrow or something. But I don't know if we want to spend another day on this.
I don't know how much longer we want to stick around town. Either. I mean, I want to do my best to find Callahan,
As do I.
but I also don't want to spend a whole week trying to make a meeting with the drug dealer.
Well, why don't we divide the work up a bit? Gwen, you said you needed to do some shopping and go to the center of the city.
I'm with Quinn.
I'm also liquid.
And Perrin, you may want to come with me as well, because if I'm understanding what I saw in my dream correctly, there's water here that can heal possibly anything.
Oh,
Oh,
This
That's very
may
important to
help your
you.
people. If this is accurate, I don't know how well it travels, but this could mean something for you. I don't know.
okay. I mean, I guess that leaves Melody to go talk to the alchemist.
Well, that's later on in the day. We might be able to get all that done beforehand.
We'll meet up with some alchemists when we're done. We'll meet there.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't until like 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will continue searching for additional leads while you all do that. Sinark, if you are not too busy, would you like to come with me?
We're just going
Sure.
basically to the weapon shop, and then off into the town. So
Orianna, just don't go magic full tilt.
I mean, we
last
should
night.
be careful about spells. We don't know how people are gonna react to it. Just be careful, everyone.
Okay. You guys finish your meals and split off to do your various things.
Yep.
I'll do Quinn, your group first. You're heading to the weapon shop.
yeah, specifically, I wanted to go back to the Grooved Friend. I wrote down the name and everything. Aren't I
You're like-
smart?
You're like, shield? Yes, need this for later.
It's a dope magic item, and I have money now. Want.
I mean,
Yes. All right. You head back, and it takes you a couple of hours to get there.
Mhm.
The Sanka Servo. But you enter into the shop, and you see the same blacksmith working there. Tall, like a taller halfling.
Okay.
Bit bulky, muscular. And as you enter in, looks up. Hello?
Morning to you.
Morning.
I was wondering. I came in here several days ago. I saw you had quite a lovely shield for sale. I didn't know if it was still available.
What was the shield?
Trying. To
I mean, I have
remember.
many shields.
It was a bit special. It was rather magical in nature. It
That was sold.
curses. Do you have anything else similar then?
Shield, not enchanted right now. I have many good quality shields, but takes a while to get things enchanted. Have to work with one of the other shopkeepers. Yeah, not right now. I do have some nice armor. It's mithril.
What type of armor?
Mithril.
Oh, I mean, like,
Chainmail.
like weight. All right. That's heavy,
But-
right, Quinn?
It's what I have, but mithril makes it lighter.
Yes.
It's because Quinn would actually know this shit. Being made of mithril makes it lighter, easier to move around in than the than what I have.
I couldn't wear it, right? I kind of like showing my armor.
I mean, Quinn looking at him, he's not wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, and mithril chainmail counts as. Is that
Still
kind of
counts
heavy?
as
or-
heavy.
Yeah,
Still
metal
a
wise.
heavy-
Okay.
It's still a heavy armor.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
That's what I was wondering.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so.
All right.
All right.
Anything
Don't forget that.
else special in your wares?
Other than real good weapons, not at the moment.
You buy enchanted stuff? Do you buy enchanted?
I build a lot of weapons, and I create weapons and armors, and I work with the enchanter of the city at the World's Treasure, Finnelan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they work with me, and sometimes we make things together, and I pay a little of a price and help give them a bit of the cut when I sell it.
Okay. I'm trying to remember because I didn't know basic locations. The world's treasure, was that nearby this?
Yes, it's in the Sunseered Market. You've never been there though. You never actually went.
Right, but I remember like asking like at least where stuff was.
Yeah, it is in the Sunseered Market.
Awesome. Cool.
Is that the world's treasure? That's a store? They buy sell things too, or they just strictly
I'm
enchant?
sure Finland would maybe buy some stuff. Depends on what you're selling. But mostly they just make a lot of enchanted things and can enchant stuff for you if you need it. Just take some time and some gold.
Well, sorry, Quinn.
Yeah, that's all right. It just looked rather nice. I thought maybe I could put it to good use. But something else will come along.
Sure, we'll find something that's.
Apologies, sold a few days ago.
That's
all right.
Gotta make a
I'll
profit.
be right in the desert.
We get a lot of the guard, the army guard, coming in, purchasing from us.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm sure this is being put to good use by someone. Plus, you're a businessman.
Of course. But if you come back again, I'm sure I'll have something at some point.
I will. Tell me, did anyone ever buy that armor I sold you?
Oh, I'm still working on fixing it up. It's kind of taken a bit of a backseat. I've had to work on a few other commissions.
It's fine. I was just curious what happened with it.
It's
But
still
anything.
still there. I've done some work on it, but haven't fully fixed it up yet for full resale.
All right. Well, thank you for your time then.
Of course. Good day to you.
And good day to you.
Well,
Day to you.
Let's see.
Sorry, I rolled for it. Tried to
That's
say-
fine. It happens.
Happens.
So in that case, the only other thing, there was a jeweler like really close by, wasn't there?
There is, yeah. There's a jeweler.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The
I would
ruby
like-
sigil.
Okay, cool. I would like to go to the Ruby Sigil.
Okay, you head over there, the small cabin. You head
Mhm.
inside and you see many glass cabinets with various jewelry displayed within, and you see a female brass dragonborn,
Mhm.
green robes and leather pauldrons, blue eyes. Yes, how can I help you?
I actually was hoping to do a little business. I'm gonna actually.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, that's the bag. I was going to see if I could find maybe a couple of rather large diamonds, one or two of those.
What size are you looking for?
What size is 300 gold worth, or do I have to say
Yeah,
300
you're
gold
saying
worth?
like a 300 gold.
Yeah, you just say
Yeah,
something
okay.
worth
I
300 gold.
didn't know if I need to like make a shape with my hand or something, or just
Oh.
say the value.
Right.
No.
I want one this
300
big.
gold.
Size like this.
Well, I have these offerings for you. And she brings out a case. This here, and puts a small diamond in front of you. This is 50 gold. Takes another one, fairly medium sized. This is 250 gold. Takes another one that's slightly larger. 350 gold. And then takes one larger diamond and says 600 gold.
Oh shit!
All right. I think probably the one that's about 350 would be what I would want for this. And
So you'll take that.
I would very much like to. And
She pulls it off of the little sort of like tray of padded
Yeah,
tray of jewelry, puts it out in front, and then takes the rest. And she's like, and none of the rest.
I am now racking my brain if I need those for anything. If I need those for anything else.
Here's,
Yeah, as she's moving around this tray, Dobbie's just like zeroed on those diamonds, man.
Oh no.
He's just
I have
drooling.
one hand on him, and anytime he looks like he's looking too hard, I squeeze his shoulder real hard.
Okay.
Ah!
Oh, ow.
So sorry,
And I
it was
just gently
50,
pat.
She just like puts it back in the case and puts it away.
50,
Okay,
250,
so
350, 600.
350 gold then, please.
Right, and I will hand her said money.
All right. Remember to remove that from the loot.
I am. And
You have a 350 gold diamond.
Yeah, I was about
Yes,
to say,
I'll put that in my inventory as soon as
Do
I
you,
do math.
do you buy gems here or just sell them?
Depends on the gem, but if you've got something interesting,
We got
take
some.
a look.
I could say that we got some rare oddities here that were recently excavated from a very old ruin.
Squeeze
What
his shoulder real hard. Just
exactly
like-
are you talking about?
That's true, I suppose. We have I'll call it the jade and the sapphire and the onyx.
Ah, interesting.
Very, very
She
old.
takes out like a her eyeglass from the jeweler's kit over behind her. She looks at the jade. This would be worth 50 gold. And then she looks at the sapphire. This would be 100. And then she looks at the onyx. 150. Are you looking to sell them? I will take them off your hands for those prices.
So that's
I mean,
300 total.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looking,
Which is-
when we found it, it was like altogether 500 gold pieces worth.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I know she's lowballing us.
yeah.
Yeah.
See? Would it be a little bit more worth for maybe trade, or you do trading?
What do you wish to trade for?
Maybe my friend needed likes diamonds. Would you want more diamonds, Quinn, or?
I mean, if we can get them, it comes in very handy if one of you people suddenly is no longer breathing, and I can get to you very quickly.
Nice, yeah.
Uh,
So, and then how expensive does those diamonds need to be? Like the 300 one, like you got?
Yes.
or-
It's got to be worth. It's got to be worth at least that much.
Okay.
Does it have to be one or amalgamation?
One for every time you want me to do it.
I'm saying if there's two diamonds, one's like 150, the other one's 150. That doesn't work.
It can't aggregate value, can it?
I don't know. What does the spell say?
There's no like
Does
revive
the
dead.
does the
and
spell
stuff
say
like that,
a
can.
diamond worth? Or does it
I
just say
think I'm-
diamonds worth.
I'm going
it
to
says
check.
a diamond.
Post
Yeah.
the spell.
No, it says diamonds.
Post
Hold
the
on.
spell.
Hold
on, I'm getting
Search
there.
it up right here.
There, we got it.
Diamonds worth 300 gold. So no. you can't take.
Hey.
Okay. Done. So
Oh.
yeah, it can be aggregate value.
Got you.
Like,
So how's this, my lady? We do an exchange. These gems for, let's say.
well, these two, and I'll pull back the jade. These two, the onyx and the sapphire, for the small one and the one in the between the 350.
Well, no. We do a
Hmm.
bargain deal, and then we do
See.
like me.
Make a persuasion, Baltame.
At disadvantage. Fuck. Can I be helping him?
I mean, an argument can be made that this would be. a help
Sure. Make
action
it straight.
almost.
You go ahead and make it straight because Dobbie's trying to also haggle.
Okay.
For once, Dobbie's being helpful.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Jeez. Yeah.
Plus save.
uh-huh.
That-
Ugh.
Those two plus 50 gold.
Seems fair.
We can handle that.
All right, and she was taking.
Yeah, from what she told
The
us, that's a
onyx
fair
and the
price.
sapphire Not the
Great.
jade plus 50
Yeah.
gold for the 300
said
gold worth of diamonds.
100, 150
Great.
plus 50.
Okay, yeah,
so
do
you're
that.
getting 50
I
For
am.
the-
I am
so
doing.
you're giving her that extra 50 and the 2 gems?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she takes them. She says, thank you for your business.
Yes, thank you kindly.
Yes, thank you. I'll be putting this to
Your
good
things.
use.
Oh, she puts her things away, and you have your 350 gold diamond and a 50 gold diamond and a 250 gold diamond.
Awesome.
So just make sure you minus the other stuff from her.
Okay,
Mhm. Already did.
All right. Great. Anything else that you're doing in terms of shopping?
I think that was actually about it for
You didn't want to
shoppery.
go to the other store that you
Um,
mentioned?
We can. I just want to make sure we maximize time. Would
I
it be like
understand. I'm
on?
just asking, given that you didn't get what you wanted at the armor.
It wouldn't take you too long. Like all these things are in the relatively
Okay.
same place.
That's the one thing I want to make sure is I don't want to burn up too much time. But yeah, if we can do that and still have plenty of time to do the other thing, then sure, absolutely.
Okay, so you head over to the World's Treasure, which is a single-story tented building on the west side of the market. As you step inside, it looks like it contains a well-stocked workshop, and there's a large telescope that you can see coming out of the roof. As you step inside, you see a sort of grayish blue tinted skin, lean but muscular, well-pressed, immaculate suit, wispy hair made of like fog. Shopkeeper sees you come in, sincere smile. Hello. How can I help you?
Well, I was told by the gentleman that runs the group friend that this would be the place to go if you're looking for anything of a more magical nature. And
Oh, Birch.
my friends and I have a rather active lifestyle.
Right.
So-
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
And
I'm gonna cover
Show
our
you a
asses.
few things I have. Depends on what your interest.
I mean, is there something we're looking for specifically?
I don't exactly know. I mean,
Well, what do you have? Let's start with that. It's always good. to-
Right. I have these right now. What's on top of the counter boots. These are interesting. They are called winged boots. They allow you flight for a period of time. You use them in such a way.
Oh, that's very interesting.
boots that let you fly. That's quite interesting. How much are those?
Those are 1,500 gold.
That's a little bit much.
Hmm.
Blood.
All right.
Those do not interest you. I have this. She takes the
Mhm.
boots off and puts them back away. And they take the boots off and the back away. And they come up and put a cloak on. This is a cloak of the manta ray. It allows you to breathe underwater and swim quite fast.
Also rather interesting, although we're
Oh,
going
want to do
in
that
the
one.
desert.
It is 1,400.
Oh,
This is an aspirational shopping trip, but it's very
Yes.
good information.
Very good for the soul.
Finally-
Just like
I have this, and takes the cloak of the manta ray, puts it away, and brings out another cloakish looking, more like a cape. This is called the Cape of the Mountebank. It allows you to teleport.
Really?
And how much one was that? How much? Is that
Oh
one?
yeah, I'm liking this one.
That is 4,000 gold.
Ah, yeah, that's what I thought.
Right.
Well, I do believe that we need to make a little more money.
I see.
How
None of
much-
these are in your price range.
Well,
No,
hold on.
Well, I mean,
Stop it. Can I see your braces if you don't mind?
Yeah. So he's like, Dobbie's just like,
I'm not. I'll give them back.
Yeah.
How much would you consider these worth towards you?
Hmm. You see, they take out similar to what you see in Orianna do, a pearl, and Hell holds it up and touches them, and takes a few minutes to do a little like scribing. These I could give 900 gold for.
That'll put us closer to one of these things. Probably not the teleporting cloak, but
Well, obviously, but
yeah.
I think that sounds like quite a good deal.
And I'll hand it back to Dobbie because I'm not like, yeah, there it is. But
They belong to you. And I'll be looking at Dobbie. So if you want to,
if you want to upgrade something, to something else.
Do you wish to use the price of those towards purchasing something?
Oh yeah, how much would it be if for that instead? I know that sometimes that's a little better.
Well, no, I'd give you the value of the item.
Okay, all right. That's fair.
Maybe 100 gold off. If you wanted the cape, the cloak, you could get it for 500 extra.
Yeah, but when are we gonna in the fucking desert right now? I mean,
Well, the boots would be 600 extra, right? You said 15.
No, the boots would be 400 extra
400 extra. Okay.
if you do the trade.
okay. And then what were these boots again?
They let you
winged
fly.
boots.
winged boots. They let
Oh,
you fly.
got you.
Dobbie flying.
I feel like that's dangerous, but
It probably
in a
is
good
dangerous.
way.
Oh man.
But it's up to you if you want to keep these instead. Maybe buy a bow or something.
Yeah, how much does a bow cost these days?
Probably
We're just
less
at the
than-
weapon shop.
500.
Yeah, you were literally at the weapon shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know a bow probably costs, I can't remember what a
Like
longbow or a short-
25 or something like that. Yeah. Like
Ugh, I think a short bow costs like 25.
Yeah.
Mm.
Relatively.
I mean, Dobbie can't laugh at 900 gold, my man. And I'm like, when am I gonna use these fucking braces and shit? I'm like, but I'm like, is 900 gold the best amount though? Because he's saying it's like 900 gold. If we're thinking about like he's undercutting us, so he could turn over a profit, then that's probably what 200
Well,
gold
he
less.
probably
It's
is doing a
they,
little bit
not
less.
he.
Oh, the day, you, individual,
They're probably
know.
all giving us a little bit under because they do have to make some money off this.
yeah. I mean, but now we know a price, and we know an estimated price.
You are
and-
done. I will put this away.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna hold on to these.
Very well. Come back
Yeah.
if you ever want to do business.
Yeah. Cool
Thank
beans.
you very much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
course.
Thank you.
You guys head out.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
You are done your
Yeah.
shopping.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And
Where are you heading off to?
Quinn, you wanted to go to that Crystal Oasis place?
Yes, please and thank you. I need to make sure I get that done quickly as I can.
If
So
you're
I
supposed to
don't know what
collect
that
water,
means.
do you have some vials?
I don't know.
I mean, you've had potions and stuff. Right?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
you
I
probably
think
could
we've
have
got like a
kept-
couple of
Yeah.
potion vials because we're not like throwing them down as we.
That's true.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
We don't litter.
Okay, so you're
like,
heading off towards the sun's orbit then. The center
Yes.
of-
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna make that trek. So Orianna, Sinric, as they're heading all the way back, which is gonna take them another few hours. What are you guys doing?
Thank you, Sinric, for standing up for some of my ideas the other day. I appreciate that.
Okay. So, what's our plan today?
Well, I'm not sure what you think is best, but I think we need to find additional leads outside of just this one dealer, as it were. Would you rather we look into seeing if we could get into contact with the seedier side of the city or the more lawful side of the city?
I mean, we have a few hours today. I think the original plan was to turn over what we had, anyways. I mean, that might
Well,
be.
we don't have
the
any,
best-
but we don't have any of that anymore. We gave the evidence to the alchemist to break down.
'cause
We
I
can
mean-
come. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
We can come to them with the information and see if that's enough for them to either act or give us additional info. But I don't know what we have. We don't have hard evidence, as it were. Maybe if Sinric hadn't, maybe if Baltaim and Dobbie hadn't used that supply, maybe we could have gone with that, but that seems out of the question now.
That might have been better that they did, because if we were caught with it, that might have given us more trouble.
But if we had presented it to them as evidence, maybe they would have at least been more interested in what we have to say. I'm not an expert in these things.
It's a very naive thing to say.
That I'm not an expert in these things?
No, the previous statement.
Well, I'm admitting I do not know. I'm just saying. Some evidence, better than no evidence. I don't know if they would throw us in jail for bringing it into them to, be disposed of in a more appropriate manner that is according to the law.
Well, either way, I mean, you had something in mind, I assume, so what is it that you're looking for?
Well, Dobbie didn't have much success looking for connections to any kind of seedier side of the city, but I'm thinking maybe we could try our hand at it. Or we could go to the, where we were temporarily imprisoned to see if there is anything there that we can use to gain information from the law. Even if it's just presenting them with the info that we had. I'm saying I want your opinion.
Well, my opinion hasn't changed. I think we just give what we found and admit this is above our pay grade and be on our way to our more prominent goals.
I see.
What are you guys
Just
doing?
because you can't do something doesn't mean, you lost.
You're not wrong, just I do want to try to help.
So, again, what's our plan?
Let us go speak with the town guard.
Lead the way.
I'll head in the
Are
direction.
you heading to the
of-
bounty hall? Or are
Uh,
you just heading to like a random guard?
let's
The-
go to
not
the
a
bounty
random guard.
hall.
Okay.
Let's go to
so
the
you-
bounty hall.
All right, so you head over to the bounty hall where you had been previously, basically the Amber Garrison headquarters. And you step inside, and you see that large foyer again, and the main sort of admin desk.
Walk up to the admin desk, I guess.
Hello?
Good day. I was wondering if we have a crime to report. Who would we go to for something like that?
I can bring out one of our detectives, I suppose, or investigators.
Well, if you could do that, please, we would be most appreciative. One other thing, very quick, before you do that, though.
Yes.
We put out a request to find an item. And I'll describe Dobbie's sword.
The one that he got from
Rathus, yeah.
Rathus. I will take a look at that as well.
Well, thank you so much.
So first she goes off and heads back behind the desk and into the back area and comes out a few moments later and says, just a moment, one of the guard will be with you.
Thank
Let
you,
me
thank
look
you so
into your request. And you see her fumbling around. And just as the guard's coming out, she turns to you and she says, I'm sorry, there has been no update on this weapon.
Unfortunate. Thank you.
And then you see a man in armor with sort of a sash in red across his front. He's got like a little golden sort of badge. He says, yes, how can I help you?
Good day. We have been looking into the disappearance of one Callahan. What was the last name? Shit.
Frazier.
Frazier. Yes, one Callahan Frazier. On,
Yes, we've had his father come speaking about him. He seemed to have snuck out in the middle of the night.
Yes, Jarrett was actually the one who hired us.
Hired you, I see. He was not
Yes.
happy that we could not look into a crime.
Well,
That was not a crime.
we actually went to his home and we looked around and we found some evidence of potential foul play. We wanted to continue to investigate it on our own, but I'm afraid at this point we are finding ourselves a little bit at risk of being on the wrong side of things should they play out.
We looked around. We found no evidence. So what evidence is it that you have to present?
I do not have any physical evidence to present at the moment. What we found in the room was that the window had been apparently opened from the outside from a locked position. It was, as far as I could tell, done with very, very careful precision. I cannot, provide evidence of a physical nature to that, but it caused us great suspicion. So we looked around and we found other clues pointing to some sort of individual having
What other
entered in
clues?
footprints
What
out in,
evidence do you have to present that I can take time out of my guard to go investigate the house again?
we found a vial of small pepper powder. We weren't sure the nature of it. Our investigations of it produced nothing that we could determine. So we took it to an alchemist to be analyzed. We are waiting for the results. But we've been led to believe that the compound itself is of a illicit nature.
So the boy is on drugs.
We don't think that he specifically was using it.
How
The
do you
vial
know?
we do not have information suggesting that he was using it. We found the vial, and the assumption we've been running off of is that it was dropped whenever somebody came into his room.
So someone who is professional came into his room and unprofessionally dropped a drug in his room.
I'm not saying that we have a iron-proof theory of what happens at night. I'm just saying we have reason to suspect that something...
Very well. I can send guard again to go search the room and see if there is anything to be found. But if there is nothing, we have no investigation to go on.
It's less...
crime.
It's less of an issue of investigating the room again and more of a question of how should we proceed in this job that we've been hired to perform without risking negative consequences.
I can't tell you how to do your job as a private investigator. I can tell you what I can do, as you're bringing this to me with no physical evidence other than what you've seen with your own eyes, which then I have to go get one of my guard to go back to the home and look for this again.
Then let me save you the trip, Sarah. We do not think that there is anything left to find out about in that room.
Then what do you propose that I do with this information?
I need some information of my own.
Then what do you need?
We believe that some underground illicit group of some nature is involved, but we have no means of discovering anything about them or anything of that nature. We're curious to know if there is some sort of, I don't know, illegal group that performs illegal activities within the city that...
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Sinrek not hyping me up, man.
Where
Quiet. He's not saying anything.
Yep. I mean, you're digging this one.
16.
Yeah, this is not a good.
Well,
good
it
good
sounds
Yeah.
like you're
Enjoy the
making
grave.
strides in your investigation. If you're finding some things, unfortunately, my hands are tied. But I can tell you there are two groups that we know of that operate in the city: the Thieves Guild, but trying to handle them has been quite difficult. The only thing we have about the Thieves Guild, who are named the Golden Pigs,
Golden pigs.
is the fact
Interesting.
that we think that one of their operatives works out of the Wandering Eye Tavern in the northern sun-kissed circle. The only other group we know of that is a group.
Wait, what was the name? What was the name? Operative.
Wandering Eye
Wandering-
Tavern in the northern sun-kissed circle.
Wandering Night.
The only other group we know of that is large enough to be considered a group is the Blighted Sands. They find underhanded ways of making coin through illegal imports and exports. We believe they have a warehouse in the northeastern section of the Shaded Valley. There are various unnamed gangs of adolescents and youth that are down on their luck that often find easy marks throughout the city to steal from and forge illicit deals with, but they are less worrisome. That is all I can tell you.
Okay. Thank you for your information. You've been most helpful.
If there is nothing else,
No, I've taken up enough of your time. I apologize.
good
Thank
luck
you
in your
again.
investigation. Do try not to find yourselves in our hands.
We will do our utmost best to make sure that we stay on the right side of the law in this.
And he just nods and he says, "Very well." He nods at the administrative desk person and he says, "Thank you, Amelia."
Oh, your name's Amelia.
Yes, that's My name.
Oh, well, I'm Orianna, Emilius. Thank you again for all your help.
Of course. Good luck. And if I hear anything about the sword next time you are back, I will let you know.
Okay. And I'll just look to Cynric and be like, we're ready to go.
Okay. So you guys head out. Where are you heading?
Shall we just go to the Wandering Eye?
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah. What time is it? Like, is it getting close to...
No, not at all. Like they had to get all the way over to the eastern part of the Sunkissed Circle, do their shopping, and they have to travel all the way back to the Sun's orbit. You don't actually have to go to the Alchemist until I think more like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like right around 6. I remember.
Like down around
And-
time.
Then we'll go to the Wandering Eye, and then we'll see if we have time to
Okay.
go anywhere else after.
All right. It took you about an hour to get here. It takes you about another hour to get to the northern part of the Sunkissed Circle, and you ask around and eventually find yourself at the tavern. It's at this point probably closer to like noontime. It's getting around noontime, maybe like 11:30, and you head inside, and it's starting to be fairly bustling as people are coming in for the lunchtime rush.
Okay. I'll walk up to... well, I guess when I walk in, is there anyone that screams, I'm the one who handles all the requests for information or anything like that?
Make a
Does
perception
someone have
check.
a sign that says, come to me to talk
Inquire
to
with it.
Anybody with a glowing exclamation point over their head?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, sure. Cynric, you helping me with that? You helping me look?
Sure, I'm gonna look right at the bar and order food.
Okay, he's not
great.
helping
Awesome.
Nope.
Great. I took the best person for this. 17.
you. Okay, you look around, and there's quite a few people in here. It's hard to pick out really anyone. Like most people are dressed normally. No one really specifically has like an exclamation over their head that says like, I'm the person to talk to.
Alright. Is there a seat or two at the bar?
Yep.
I'll go with Cynric over to the
Okay.
bar, I guess.
You guys head
I
over to the
imagine
bar,
there's
and
no-
you see
I'm
a
just gonna-
gruff-looking human man at the bar. He's got a scar over one eye. Doesn't wear a patch, but his eye you see is like clouded, and he's just, what can I get you?
I'll have an ale and whatever's for lunch.
Got it. That'll be 3 silver.
And I don't have any silver on me, so I'll put a gold down.
He'll give you a change of 7 silver.
Yeah, and I'll just tell him to keep 2 of it. So
Okay.
5 silver I'll take back.
Takes 5. Thanks a bunch. And you?
I would also like some food as well. But I also am looking for some information.
Right. So you want just the specials? You want anything to drink?
One L won't hurt.
3 silver.
3 silver. Okay. I will put 2 gold on the table.
Okay. He takes it, and he like looks at you for a second. And says, all right, thanks. And he'll go and like pour both of your drinks and put them in front of you, and call out the order to the back kitchen. You said information. What do you want?
I'm looking to get in contact with certain individuals in order to inquire about information that may or may not concern them.
Okay. What are you looking to talk about?
That is the most vague statement I have ever heard.
That was very big.
I would like to know things about stuff.
I'll
Can you tell me about
look at
abstract?
I'll look at Cynric and be like, look, I've never done this before. Okay, just stop.
I kind of need to know who you want to talk to. I mean, there's lots of people in the city that potentially could help you out.
Please don't help. This is just too fun.
I'm
We're
looking to
good.
get in contact with the Golden Pigs.
Oh, good lord.
And why? He looks at you.
A request for information from them.
What would you offer?
I'm just gonna look at Orianna.
He's just
services.
he's smiling. And what are your services?
Oh, that's phrasing.
I have some magical abilities that could be put to use in a specific situation. Depending on how you would use them, I'd be willing to offer some.
Not how I would use them. Well, maybe. And make a persuasion.
Way Cynric's been going, it's going to be disadvantage.
I already got disadvantage, so I mean, I'm good.
Dude, you're digging this hole yourself.
23.
Have fun.
There you go.
Cinder doesn't need to help you.
All right. Well, let's see if that gets you. He goes. He just nods his head over to the back corner of the bar, and you see a man. He points over to a man. You're gonna want to talk to Merrick.
Also, I would like to take time to point out of character, Orianna managed to get in contact with these guys on her first try.
We literally have a deal with a guy tonight.
Yeah, we literally already did all of this effort.
We just did the same thing.
We don't
We
know
did the
which
same thing.
we don't know which faction is
guys,
which, though.
this is not the time for this
Oh.
kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
please,
Like,
can we?
Yeah,
like
Merrick.
wait till
it's not
after.
a time to measure your dicks. Like, please just fucking play.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I go over to the corner to see Merrick.
All right, so you head over and you kind of sit down, and you see this sort of gray-haired, bearded, long bearded human man. And he kind of like looks up at you. What do you want?
I've been recently hired to help find a certain individual
Why the fuck should I care?
who I believe has been connected to something new out on the streets.
Again, why the fuck should I care?
Because I don't know what your position is on it. And I think that depending on what your position is, I can be of some help.
My position is sitting here and having a drink.
Sanguine Dreams.
Right?
I'm curious to know what it is, how it works.
You just said you were hired to find out information. Shouldn't you be out finding information?
That's what I'm doing right now.
What do I get out of this?
What do you want?
Offer me.
I can offer you many things. I can offer you my services. I can offer you gold. But something tells me if you are not...
Your services, what can you do?
I will cast... Prestidigitation. Just send some fireworks off of my head. This is, it's a very least...
All right, magics, I see. Right. You want information? I could use someone with your abilities.
Well, depending on what use is for, we can come to an arrangement.
I need you to procure an object from someone. I'm sure someone with your abilities should have no problem.
Oh man.
Well, I would like to know a little bit more about it before I agree to such things. After all, we are coming to an agreement, I
I
assume.
will tell you that the job is you going to a home, finding the object, and bringing it back to me.
I'm assuming that you will not give me any information until said object has been
agree.
returned.
Yeah.
Not that I'm agreeing to anything, but what is the object in question?
There is a small jade statue in the home of a noble of the city that doesn't belong in his hands. We'd like to put it back in the hands of the proper owner of said object. It needs to be done quietly, unseen, and with little fanfare. You do that, I'll give you whatever information I can. But I'll tell you this. You agree? And renege? We'll find you. So make your choice. What's this information worth to you? Because I know what it's worth to me.
So, are you willing to?
Oh, where did
Steal
you
something?
come from?
Well, I mean, I was right next to him.
No, you weren't. She went over
No,
to a
I went-
table. You're at the bar. You were
Oh,
at the bar.
I missed that part. Then my bad.
So you come over, and he's like, "Who the
They're
fuck?"
just drinking.
No. I guess if they went away, I'm not gonna come over.
Okay.
My bad. I missed that little part.
Yeah. So he goes, and look, you do this, maybe you get in good with us. Scratch our back. We'll scratch yours.
Before I accept, can you confirm one thing for me? It is not the information I am looking for, that I can promise you. Are you the ones? Sanguine Dream.
You do this job, and you'll have all the information. And more. Heck, there might even be something a little extra in it for you.
Can I insight check the jade statue not belonging? Is he just saying he wants the statue for reasons and is trying to convince me it's
Go
not
ahead
supposed to be
and-
there?
Go ahead and make an insight, but you literally have no
Yes.
information on this. So go ahead and make an insight.
15.
He is very, very difficult to read. You don't really know. He is asking you to do this in return for potentially getting an in with the Thieves Guild. More information. So what'll it be? Sorry, I didn't get your name.
Helena.
What'll it be, Helena?
Do I have time to think this over?
Yeah, you got all the time in the world.
Will you be here in the evening?
I'll probably be
If you're not, then I will leave word.
here. Sounds good.
Thank you for your time.
See you soon.
And I'll get up, go back, finish the meal.
Come back over. Cynric, Orianna comes back and sits down beside you as the food is placed in front of you.
Find what you're looking for.
Not exactly.
Well, it's kind of how some of these organizations work.
We'll need to talk with the group before I make any decisions.
Well, it might be time we start making decisions, as in all of us together.
All right, you guys eat your food and finish up. And where are you heading after that? Towards the alchemist?
Yeah, if it's about time. Or
Yeah,
if it's
I
getting
mean,
close.
by the time you finish and begin heading, it would take you a while to get over there. So you get there maybe a half an hour before time. Okay, the rest of you are trudging back to the sun's orbit. You get towards the sun's orbit, and there's the temple and the crystal arbor. And then there is a heavily guarded gate towards the interior of the sun's orbit.
Okay.
I'm
On the other side of the... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, no.
No, I was going to get some other...
It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Because I know the main landmark I was working off of was the gigantic crystal.
Which sits behind the palace.
Great. And that is on the other side of what I'm guessing is the super guarded gate.
Yes, if you remember when
Okay.
Aaron explained to you the city, the only two places that are publicly accessible on the sun's orbit are the Crystal Arbor, which is where people train for magical purposes, and there's the library and everything, and then the Temple of Light for worship.
Okay.
Man, I'm relying on you to lead the way. I have no idea where we're going.
That's fun because I have almost no idea where I'm going as well. So we're all in the same boat here. I would like to go, God help me, towards the heavily guarded palace gate.
Okay.
And try to just very casually, non-threateningly, walk up to a guard in the nicest way possible.
It's very easy. There's lots of people who walk by and kind of take in the sight of the gate and the grounds behind it, and the guard don't really pay much mind. These guards are very different from the Amber Garrison. These are army special guard. They are heavily suited in this fine, intricate armor. Some more more heavy plate. Others in lighter fare, and some in these white and gold robes, looking maybe more arcane in nature.
Okay.
And there are on each side there are two heavy guards, two of those lighter armored guards, and two of those robed figures. And they're just standing there sort of watching over everything. So you step
Come
up
with him.
and the heavily armored soldier kind of looks down at you. Yes.
Hey, so sorry to disturb you. This will sound entirely mad, I know, but the only way I can think to say it is just exactly as it happened. I am a servant of the Wildlight. I had a dream in which I was informed that there is a healing oasis within these walls. And I wanted to see if I could visit it. I know, it's fucking nuts. Absolutely fucking nuts.
Everyone
believe me.
knows about the oasis of life that lives here.
Oh, and I'm not from here, so that's good.
Wonderful for you. No, you cannot visit it.
I understand. Exactly how might one be able to visit it, though? Because I
like
need...
a waiting list, or
You are funny
not.
people.
I've been called worse.
Yeah, the only people who ever get to go anywhere near the interior grounds, especially the Oasis of Life, are people the Emperor himself deems worthy of visiting.
See.
is there a way to get an audience with Emperor Sorath?
I mean,
Didn't laugh at that one.
I mean, I've got one, but
that's funny. You could try speaking to one of the priests at the temple. There's a wait list. The Emperor does see his people, but he's a busy man.
Can I go up to this guy? And I'm just like,
Hey, you're
you
right
know,
there.
Yeah.
You're with us.
Yeah, no, but
we're a team right here.
Well,
so.
yeah, well, no, Dobbie's just moving up a little bit. And he's just like, well, you know, my man. I mean, I don't. We didn't want to come out here and kind of tell you how to do your job or anything, but yeah, no, we're actually really big deals, you know. And
Sorry, why have I never heard of you? I don't even know who you are.
Dobbie.
we keep it on the low, man. Okay, we're a new group, right?
Who are
Bro,
you then?
We're the okay. If I tell you, you can't tell nobody. But it's your Twilight.
Well, no, wait.
Why
would you
could
want
I
the
not
opposite
tell
of that?
anybody if you're the biggest
Yeah.
deal that's
That
ever
doesn't.
happened?
I mean, I.
No,
You
no,
are
no,
a
no,
stupid,
okay.
strange
we're big
idiot.
deals, but on the low, man. Okay.
Yeah, the very low, I think. He just like literally pushes Dobbie's head away, and he turns back to you, Quinn, and he says,
That's a smart
I
choice. I
suggest
commend you on your decision
you don't
making.
speak with the priest using him.
No,
Oh, that was
did
absolutely
not.
not the plan.
I did not plan to. Our
Look.
plans are never let him do the talking for
The
obvious
Emperor
reasons.
is a very, very busy man. If you can
Yes, I
figure
know,
out a
like-
way to explain your plight and what you need, perhaps he will see you and determine if you are worthy of his time.
I would hope that I could. Like,
But
it's
I
a shame
cannot
my
make that
sis-
happen for you.
I understand. It's a shame my sister just left. She actually was working directly for him.
I don't know who your sister is.
You ever meet someone very heavily armored last name Madienne?
I did not. No, I'm sorry.
Mm.
This is a big, big city, and many people
I
help
understand.
the Emperor, His Majesty.
I understand. You say I might be able to make some headway if I go ask at the temple, though.
Perhaps he can put you on the list. Your other
Well, that's-
option is the Emperor opens up the palace twice a week, every week for people to visit the grounds. If you are visiting the grounds, then there is potential to maybe speak with someone within. You still will not be able to go to the oasis at all, but
Of
you will
course.
be closer to the palace and be able to maybe speak with a magistrate there.
Right. And just one more thing, and I won't take up any more of your time. Well, then, what day would that be? That he opens
The
the
next
palace.
time that he will be inviting people is 2 days from now. Let's see.
All right. And just last thing, I do promise, I will not take up any more of your valuable time. And I lost my train of thought just now. Damn it. Hold on, my brain stopped working. I'm trying to remember what the hell my character was about to say. Shit.
That's a very Quinn thing to happen.
Yeah, I know, it is. It super is.
Hella Quinn.
Mhm.
Way to be in character.
I am. I'm also just being a very stupid person right now. Shit. Oh, I remember. I know it's a bit of a long shot as well, but would you happen to have seen anyone that it's someone who would frequent the Oasis? I believe, possibly, and I describe the woman that I saw in my dream in as much detail as I can recall, just to see if there's
you do it
anything.
pretty good detail. He just goes, I am not allowed to visit the Oasis. I don't know who is.
I understand.
That information.
I understand. I know it was a long shot. I want to ask the question. I just wanted to.
It is a very, very heavily guarded area, almost as much as the Sun Crystal.
I imagine it would, because my understanding is it's capable of doing amazing things for people in need, and that's why I'm looking for. It
was reinvigorated by the Emperor himself.
All right. Well, I appreciate the help. Thank you so much for all of your information.
Of course.
And,
strange man.
And can you call your sister? Have her call the Emperor?
I don't know if she can call him, but crazy thought. I did meet the Emperor once, so I actually could call him directly.
Quinn, don't do that.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I was saying it's a possibility.
Ever you
Okay,
you came out of those beautiful lips of yours.
The minute Dobbie says it's the best idea ever,
wait,
it is actually not.
All right, is it intrusive? Do they know you're calling them?
No.
Yeah, yes, they do. They know that. Well, they know if they know who I am, then they at least know that I know them if I can actually cast the spell.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
Does he remember?
The only thing you can say is no. You know what I mean?
Quinn.
I mean, you could. I mean.
Or we could do it the other way, wait longer. But again, we're on a time.
I think it's a great idea, but the thing is, you also got to put, your sister's reputation in the whole equation.
Right. Well, what time of day is it right now? I can't look.
I mean, I met you just the once.
It's probably around 3:00 at this point.
Okay, it's not night time. We're not. For what we know, we're not true. He's a busy person, I assume, so he might be always busy. But
right, I imagine he is
more courteous to do it in the day than at night. You know what I mean?
Right. I think I would I'd like to check in over at the temple, because at least over there they sort of know who I am a little, because I've come and gone a few times. At least they know my sister very well, so maybe I can make some headway there. And I mean, if I've got to go for the the Hail Melora pass, then I can just try to call him and be like, hey, remember me? I'm the brother of that lady you worked with. Can I please come in and see your fancy pool?
Messages. Can I please?
Okay, so you guys are walking over towards the temple. It's not. Yeah. It's like five minutes away, not even. Okay, so you head inside. It's as busy as it normally is. You do see the head priest up at the front, speaking with various parishioners. As one by one, they kind of head off on their own way after he's spoken with.
Okay. If there's a queue, I would get in said queue. Not try and
Yep. You get in. You wait maybe 5-10 minutes, and eventually you come up to him. Hello, my son.
Hello, father. Is it? I want to use the proper terminology. Thank you. I was told that I may be able to get some assistance here. I am trying to get to the Oasis of Life, if I can. I know it's highly restricted who gets to go in there and all, but I will just get the.
I don't know if I'll be able
out.
to get you in there. That's
I was guided there. Yes, that's what the guards at the front just told me. But I was guided to try to go there by the Wild Light. I had a dream where she told me that the waters from that are able to heal almost anything.
They are from her lifeblood.
Yes, I was told that as well. I understand that there is potentially a waiting list to get to talk to the Emperor.
I can put you on it if you'd like.
I was wondering, and I don't want to be presumptuous, I was wondering if there's anything that can be done to sort of fast track things.
Well, your request is as important as any of the others.
What's that waiting list look like?
Yeah, that's one. I'd like to know that as well. And how long is a waiting list to see the Emperor? I mean, I understand he's a busy man running an entire empire, but
right now, it looks like there are about 50 other people before.
I imagine those
He
50 don't
sees a
cycle through very
few,
quickly.
Each day.
Right.
So, might take you a few days.
I'm gonna put my
What's
hand
your
on
name?
Quinn's arm. Quinn, we have some time. We don't know how long we're gonna be in the desert, and then we might come back up this way.
It can't be a might. I need to know whatever this is. I can't let this go.
Okay, so
You said you had a vision.
I did. I saw a woman, and I describe her as best I can again, who was at this oasis, gathered water, healed a man who looked to be almost rotting to death. And I was told that a drop of her lifeblood can stave off the deadliest afflictions, and it might be able to help myself with trying to save an entire village of my people, or at least get to where I can save them. Also, and I'll point to Perry, some sort of magical plague is afflicting everyone from back where she's come from, and she's trying to find a way to save them as well. I understand that there are people ahead of us, but our need is great, and we are trying to do everything we can to help other people.
Make a persuasion.
Shit.
Trying to jump in there, but I was like, I don't really know where to jump in.
Yeah, no.
Mary's all
I'll
nerves.
say make
She's not
it
gonna
make a
have-
persuasion with advantage.
Okay.
I was like, damn, yeah, I want to help Quinn.
Oh, 14
Oh
and a
my
natural
God.
1. 14 was a good
14,
one
yeah.
for podcast people. The other was a natural 1. Quinn's in a negative 1, so that was a 0.
14.
I never knew that was possible.
I know, right?
I might be
Did it-
able to see what I can do with the magistrate and perhaps get you in tomorrow, but the day after.
I would appreciate that if we could.
He takes out like he turns back around and goes to his sort of like a lectern,
Mhm.
and he brings out a scroll and he says, "If you could put your name down here, I can see what I can do."
All right, and I will write out my name.
Okay. All right. Well, if you come back in not tomorrow, but the day after, perhaps I'll have some news for you about getting to see the Emperor.
I appreciate anything you can do. I just need to make sure that if this is something that will help me to find and save my people, and also to help her with saving hers. If I didn't do everything I could, then what kind of man would that make
Guarantee
me?
how much of this you'll be given, if any at all, by the Emperor.
I understand, but I have to try.
I understand. So I will see you in 2 days' time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the help.
See you then, Mr. Quinn.
Thank you, Father. And then I'll just sort of, trying to think. Because I'm trying to remember a way to set up. Was there like like you know how in an actual
Pews.
church they have
So,
like
yeah,
the
it's like
like the
pews.
candles and such, just a place where people will go over and
Yeah.
like just light one and pray. Okay, then I will go over to that and just stop for a second and pick out like a couple of the candles, light 2 of them,
Mhm.
and just stop very quietly, say a prayer, and they're being lit for his mother and his sister.
Okay.
And then leave.
All right. Do a prayer. You guys wait for a moment. Let Quinn have his moment in time. Takes about 5 minutes or so. He gets up and you all head out. Where are you heading at this point? The Alchemist?
Yeah.
Probably.
Take
I
you
think it's
about 3
that
hours
time.
to get there, so
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah, then we're
probably
definitely
right
headed
on
for the
time,
Alchemist.
Yeah.
you'll get there just about when you were supposed to.
Does anyone in this place invented like the pedicab or Uber or anything? Like,
They're uber fancy.
One thing you don't see is a lot of vehicles in this.
Yeah.
You've seen you've seen the carts for the guards, and you've seen a few carts here or there to haul goods and things like that, but you don't see a lot of people walking, like just generally on like horse and cart,
Right.
or any kind of vehicle that like goes directly through the city. It's mostly foot
Right.
traffic.
Right.
Most people probably aren't trekking the entire city every day either.
Exactly.
Probably, so. It makes sense.
They probably stay in their own little section.
Yeah.
Oh.
Meanwhile, we're gonna run around everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've
Meanwhile,
already,
we
you've almost
adventurers-
been to most of this metropolis.
We're
So,
gonna 100% this map before we leave town,
there you
guys.
go.
We get an achievement.
This
Yeah.
is your Midgar.
Yes.
So you guys head towards the alchemist shop, which was, I believe, Eldeth's fortune.
Yeah, I think so.
And you make your way there as both Cynric and Orianna and the rest of the group come together in front of the alchemist, ready to go over each of their findings and the things that they've done and see where their next leg of the journey leads them. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Booyah.
But I want to know what's in the drugs.
And you take this actually just kills you after a certain period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take me
after
down,
2
like-
days, your organs start to melt and turn
Yeah,
into
dude.
pudding.
Trust me, you guys didn't take this, right?
If
No,
it-
no.
I mean, if
After 6 days, it kills
You'll
you.
find out, but thank you
I mean, if-
everyone
Yeah.
for watching. We appreciate you. If you enjoyed the session, please share it with your other fellow D&D lovers. The best way to help us grow is to spread the word. We appreciate you, and remember, folks, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Have a great Friday, make good choices, and we hope to see you back here next week. Thank you so much. We'll see you later, guys.
Shenanigans.
Bye, everybody.
Shenanigans!
Shenanigans!